I am sure sports. You know me there. I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over your son.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports, and I am your host, Manens Man. And today we have an banger for you. We're going to have a very, very big show. We have some big personalities that will be joining us. None bigger than the mighty one himself. He's going to be here. And today it is Earth Strong here that he's about to celebrate his 40th. I don't know. That's what I heard through the grapevine. But I trust the birds more than the grapevine. You understand me? So I don't know if the birds had told me, I would have confirmed it, but because it's through the grapevine, I will not believe it unless he confirms it. So he will be here with us. We should have the speedy one, right? We're hoping to get Mr. Christie as usual from Mount Pleasant. We'll be having some persons just giving their thoughts and feedback and sending some tribute to Coach Frank Brown, who recently passed, and we continue to express deep condolences to his entire family, Excelsior, Dintil, and all the lives that he impacted in his coaching and playing career. One of the stalwarts, the legends in terms of Jamaica's footballing history at the schoolboy level. Mr. Frank Brown, the late Mr. Frank Brown, recently passed. I'm going to give you some details about how his Thanksgiving service will be held, when and where, as part of this show. We also have, don't know if he played football, but he's closely related by blood and by friendship to some footballers. His name sounds like one of his good friends' name. His good friend is Amal. They call him Shamal, right? And his surname is Thomas. And he has a Thomas that plays in the league at this time, that plays for Cavaliers. So, but he has a big event that is coming up. So I'm going to invite him to come on and share some of that. And at the same time, bring on the mighty one, celebrating his birthday today in a bright yellow, right? Because he is really also, it's a Mount Pleasant thing. He's wearing yellow. Sir Mighted, you're muted. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, afternoon, Manins. Afternoon. Manins, Shamal a big baller, you know.
Eh?
Shamal a big baller, you know. She retire early, man.
You retire early?
Yeah, man, Shamala big baller, man.
Really do I hear big ballers retiring early, but if you say so, I will
Yeah,
take
man,
it.
Shamala big baller, man.
All right.
Respect, Brian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Oh, so
blessings, bro.
you guys know each other. You're no strangers.
No, yeah, I've known him a long time. Him,
So,
and like him said, well, I mean, I him say it and not me, like I played Manning Cup at Jamaica College. I was a part of the 2009 team that won the Walker Cup for the first time in the school's history, and I was also a part of the 2010 team that won the Triple Crown, also for the first time in the school's history. So Brian, not telling a lie. You know him at
being a
all.
part of the team, did he actually play a part in the team?
Played
Yo,
every
man,
game.
the man helped qualify you with,
To the
Huh?
Premier League.
The man helped qualify you with.
People, it's not a fair question. This the man said that he was a part of the team.
Yeah, like
He said they won the triple, and all I asked him was that if he played a part, because you can be a part and not play a part,
played every game. Had an assist in the Manning Cup final as well against Waterhouse.
Yeah, who you gave the assist to?
Nicholas Scott. He scored a goal on his birthday, and see that today Brian's birthday. So watch the alignment.
Okay. So who is better, you or your brother?
My brother, definitely.
All right. So his brother plays for Cavaliers. Chanel,
Yes.
and he
Chanel
also
Chupi Thomas.
what kind of Thomas?
Chupi. That's his
Chupi?
nickname. Yeah.
Oh,
Chupi
so what is your nickname? Shamal.
Shamal Thomas. That's it.
Brian, what is his nickname?
I don't know, I just know my Shamal Thomas, I don't know him after nickname.
Shamal Thomas.
Okay. What is man said that you're not a water boy like me, so somebody know your football in pedigree.
True.
But yeah, man, but good to have you both. Like I said, we have some more persons who are supposed to be coming on, but there is a competition that you have coming up, Shamal, that we want to talk to the people. You're here to really talk to them about it. There you go. That is the flyer for it. It's called All Peas Knockout. It will be on Saturday, March the 4th, 2023, which is this Saturday at the Barbican FC Mini Turf. So go ahead and share with us and share with the people, the purpose behind this, the sponsors, how to get involved in it and why you're doing it.
All right. So let me give you a backdrop. So the Game of Life Foundation started in 2015. So what we do is we make donations of football equipment to primary schools across the island, right? Since we started in 2015, we've made over 50 donations to primary schools, children homes, and orphanages, and even youth clubs on the island. Two of those donations came in Barbados to a primary school and an orphanage there, and that is just to show our intention of how we want to implement the same projects that we implement here locally in Jamaica. We also want to implement those same projects across the Caribbean island and to other countries. We also have the educational arm of the program that we call the Game of Life Student Athlete Program. That's where we aid these same student athletes in their preparations for PEP exams. We have the Game of Life Football for the World Kiddies Clinic. That's where we invite these student athletes to our venue, run them through some drills, invite some coaches from high schools to come and scout them, so that they can matriculate into high schools. And we also have what we call the Game of Life Charity Games. That is where we have our ambassadors. So for the foundation, we have 8 ambassadors, right? Rafiq Bryan, Alanda Brown, Juna Flemings, Amal Knight, Devon Speedy Williams, O'Neill Fisher, Damian Lowe, and Andre Blake, right? Those are the ambassadors. And what we do for the charity games is that we split them into teams of 2, and we have them select players, local players and international players to come in and play a game or by whichever venue we choose. So those are some of the projects that we have under the Game of Life umbrella. And this is our newest initiative called the Game of Life All Peas Knockout. That's where we're inviting 8 primary schools and 8 prep schools to play for an assortment of prizes on the day. So our sponsors are the Dominic James Foundation, which will be providing trophies and medals.
Dominic James is the player from St.
The
George's a
Georges.
few years ago. Had a very unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, he played at JC before moving to Georges.
Okay.
So the Dominic James Foundation will be providing trophies and medals. Boot Bags is an international organization. They'll be providing 15 boot bags for the winning team. SAP Sports will be providing the MVP and the leading goal scorer with a pair of boots, and the goalkeeper of the tournament will receive a pair of gloves from SAP Sports. Colgate Palmolive will be issuing out products upon entry. So all the patrons who decide to come to the event, upon entry you'll receive a product from Colgate Palmolive. Pro Books is a bookstore. Pro Books and Beyond will be handing a book voucher rather, of $10,000 to the MVP of the tournament. Nestle will be providing products as well, and Rosie Sportswear, which is a gear brand, they'll be providing the MVP, the leading goal scorer, and the goalkeeper of the tournament with a club or country jersey of their choice. So this tournament, we don't have a cash prize for this tournament because it's mostly about development than it is about winning, really, even though we will be compensating the winners for their efforts on the day. But the intention behind this tournament is really to give kids at this age as much exposure as possible. So we're also inviting high school coaches, club coaches, academy coaches, and even national coaches to come and identify, the next generation of talent that will be coming up through the ranks. And then we find ways how to develop these talents and prepare them for the national teams and even greater Europe. So that is the intention behind the tournament. It will be held at the Barbican Turf, mini turf, Saturday, March 4th, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm inviting as many patrons as possible to come out and take in the showcase.
So is this a paid event? Do the teams have to pay to participate, or is there an entrance fee to watch the event?
The teams don't have to pay to enter. So if there are still primary schools,
there's no entrance fee.
There's an entrance fee for patrons. So adults will be asked.
No, man, I'm talking entrance fee for the competition.
No.
Okay.
Teams awesome. The primary schools and the prep school teams are invited at will. And upon entry, adults will be asked to pay $500 and children will be asked to pay $300 to enter the premises.
Okay, so there's a gate charge, but no, right? And
no entry fee for
any
the
primary school from anywhere in Jamaica, any prep school from anywhere in Jamaica can participate, or is it just for corporate era schools?
Yes, so we have at this point we have a number of primary schools and a number of prep schools from the corporate era, but if they are prep schools and primary schools that are interested to participate, then all they would need to do is contact us at gameoflife_JA. That is our Instagram.
So let's see if we can. Let me just put Game of Life
_
one word, right?
Yes, Game of Life _JA.
_JA.
Yes. So any interested primary school or prep schools can contact us there, and all they need to do is to turn up and play.
So it is Game of Life _JA on Instagram.
Yes.
And all they have to do is to just hit that, and then they can register and participate. So does that mean that you don't have 8 yet, or you can go over? What if you do this and you end up having 20 prep schools and 20 primary schools who want to participate? You probably don't want to do that as well.
Well, as it is right now, we have 8 primary schools and we have 2 prep schools.
Oh, so you're already you just need 6 more prep schools, and
but the truth is, if it is that we're unable to get those prep schools, we will fill the slots with primary schools, right? So the truth is, being that this is the first staging of the event, however the chips fall tomorrow, the tournament will go on, right? Because there are a number of schools that showed their interest but were unable to participate. So we're also looking to host this tournament again at the back end of like when school is supposed to go off on break for summer, we'll be hosting it again. So we just wanted to get the ball rolling with the first staging of the event, which will happen tomorrow. So the subsequent stagings that will happen moving forward, we'll have the teams that we need. But we decided to move forward regardless of how many teams we have. And tomorrow, if we have 8, 9, 10 teams or even 20 teams, we will still host the tournament.
Okay, so basically you have enough primary schools already lined up to participate. The 8.
Yes.
2 prep schools, which means there are 6 more slots left at this point.
Yes.
Right. But it's open, it's free. I said lots of stuff to give away. And every team will probably get something at the end of the competition. Because the program is not about winning per se, it's about development.
Yep.
Right. And so okay. So after the competition, what else for the players? Say there is a quality players that the game game for life people identify. How would that work?
All right, so what we would do, we have relationships with a number of high schools, we have relationships with a number of academies, and we also have relationships with national coaches, right? So after identifying certain talents, we would, throughout the course of the day and watching the games, we'd have 1 or 2 of the volunteers there who know football to take names. And again, we have the coaches of these schools there. So we could always go to the coaches, identify these players, and pass on these names to the respective individuals that we know from the various institutions.
Okay, awesome. All right, we see Coach Vinblaine is in the comment section. He says, great initiative. A suggestion, if not in place already, is to have the coaches from the participating school to develop an information document bio for the players to present to the high school coaches.
Thank you, Coach Vinblaine, for that suggestion, and it will be taken into consideration.
Yeah, because he said it might be a little. He said that it might be a little late now, but it's something that you can look at doing in the future. So they actually, in part of their registration process, is to probably do a player bio, a player profile, so that a high school coach would know that this player has played like 20 games at the prep school or primary school level, and stuff like that. Or that's a good thing to look at.
Yeah, good suggestion. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Vinblaine.
Yeah, man. And in terms of sponsorship, I mean, who are the main sponsors of this corporate companies involved in helping to see something like this come to fruition?
Well, the sponsors that I named most
are the ambassadors.
The ambassador. So Andre Blake is one of the ambassadors who aided us with funding through the Andre Blake Foundation, right? Because we had to pay a rental for the pitch, and that was provided by Andre Blake. We also had a private donor who donated some funds as well. Okay. So those are mainly the sponsors who gave us their efforts today. And as if you don't know, David Shirley and Christopher James are the gentlemen who governs, are a few of the gentlemen who governs the Barbican mini turf. David Shirley is the founder of Locker Room. Yes.
Locker Room. Yes. Yeah. Awesome. So the teams. So gears are not the teams have to come in their own gears, right? They have to find their own. Right. Okay.
Like I said, being that this is the inaugural staging, we just wanted to get the ball rolling, just so we can see how the tournament runs, so that for the next staging we'll be going in with more knowledge as to how to execute the other tournaments that we have throughout the course of the year.
And the next question is, what is the format of the competition?
So if it is that we have 8 primary and 8 prep, it will be a knockout. So it will be a round of 16 knockout. Then we'll move on to the quarterfinals, which will also be a knockout. And then we'll have a 2-leg semifinal and a 1-leg final.
Wow, that sounds tough, man. Imagine like a kid say a prep school from Montego Bay say, you know what, maybe we should go up and participate in that, and they lose the first game to head back all the way down to Montego Bay after one game, that could be a little difficult, don't you think?
Well, true, but the thing that opted us to do it that way is because there with the light there's no lighting at the facility, so we have to be operating within natural light, right? So we can also, another thing that we can possibly do, considering numbers, is put these teams in groups of two, have everybody play everybody, and then we select 8 that will move on to the quarterfinals, semi-final, and final. And we try to have that done in adequate timing. And the best way to do that is to probably make adjustments to how long the games are played on the day. So if there are schools in Montego Bay interested, or if any viewers watching know of schools that might be interested, then we will make the necessary adjustments to accommodate everyone and ensure that most of the teams, if not all the teams, get a fair share of play throughout the course of the day.
Yeah, and how can the general public support this initiative, Shamal?
Well, for starters,
and somebody did say that the second format sounds like a better format, which is maybe to put them in groups. In if it's 16 team, 4 groups of 4, and then you just go listen the top team from each group
will advance.
Quarterfinal, semi-final, probably something like that. But somebody saying that sounds like a better idea. But how can the public coaches here, and how can they register? Is there, you say to register, if someone is listening now and wants to register, all they have to do is Game for Life. Go
contact us at contact us at Game of Life _JA. Yes, Game of Life. Because the reason why this name came about is because playing football, you always hear that football is life, right? Yeah. Hence, Game of Life, which is football, right? So those who are interested can contact us at Game of Life _JA, where we'll have someone address and register the teams, right? And all you'd have to do is turn up. As it relates to the public, come out and support the next generation. They themselves will get a early insight of the talent that is here on the island, because we have a lot of talent at the youth level, and that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to give them a similar, or even just a similar or greater exposure than the high school players get, So if it is that we can highlight as many youth players as possible, as early as 9, 10, 11, 12, then Jamaica is in a good showing, because they will now have a myriad of players to select from.
Yeah. And how many players each team can register?
Up to 15 up to 15 players per team.
Okay. And is a Barbican mini turf able to facilitate more than a game at a time?
2 games.
Okay.
So we'll have one half 9v9, the other half 9v9. When you get down to the semi-final, we'll play full field.
And so the age group is, as long as that they're primary and prep school kids who are 13.
Yeah, but as long as you're in primary and prep, you're eligible to play.
Okay, and it's one age group. It's not like under 10s are. It's actually, you're in prep school, you can participate. You're in primary school, you can participate.
Yes.
Okay. All right. This sounds like a very, very good initiative, and I'm hoping that this is something that the Game of Life can take across Jamaica and just get, because the more football we play, especially at the younger level, it will help. And because it's a one day format, I think it would work very well. Like I said, going across Jamaica and doing it in different spaces and places. In fact, I have a fantastic idea, because I'm in the process of doing a futsal. Futsal is 5-a-side. So maybe the next one that you can do, if you can, we can get the personnel in. We just spoke to, did an interview on the platform where somebody is willing to put on a futsal competition. And we could start with, probably doing it as the second stage. So you have one on turf, and like at Barbican, and you could do a futsal for prep and primary schools.
Different surfaces, right?
Yeah, you could do it. Just find an auditorium and do it indoors.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that we've considered is also to do a urban all piece knockout. So we'll go to rural, sorry,
Yeah.
rural all piece knockout. So teams from whichever. So let's say our next venue will be in Mobile. Now schools from that side of the region, aside of the island, will be able to participate, and we'll continue to do it. And then basically what we'll have is the best from the urban, and the best
Yeah,
eight
the
from the
best of the
urban, and the
best.
best eight from urban, and the best eight from rural will play an all island all piece knockout.
Almost like the best of the best.
Pretty much. Yep. Because
Awesome.
we need to give these kids the exposure. Like, one of the issues that I find personally is, why do I have to know about let's say a shotgun satchel at 18, 19? Why couldn't I have known about him from 11, 12? Right? Why do I have to know about any of these players at that age? Give them early exposure, put them in front of TV, put them in front of media, allow them to conduct interviews from as early as possible, so that when they reach Manning Cup level, them now stutter. And by that time, they shouldn't even be in Jamaica playing. So that's what we're trying to do for these kids, so that we can bring more patriotism to Jamaica and Jamaican football again.
Yeah, someone from Clarendon is asking about what about Clarendon, because Andre Blake is from Clarendon.
Yeah. So I mean, if we can go, truth is, if we can go all 12, 14 parishes, sorry, and find 8 primary and 8 prep who are willing to participate in the tournament whenever we host it, then we will have it. We just need to know that we're able to find the schools to participate.
Yeah, well, there is. I can tell you one person you can reach out to. Because he coaches a prep school down here, and they play a primary prep school game. Like I say, it's a one-day tournament. So
The tournament is tomorrow, so
no man, no man. What I'm saying is that the next one you could do, there's unseen that you could do, unseen sports TV, because he coaches a prep school and he's always playing games against prep and primary school, but it will be too late for them because they are in St. Anne. But he
okay.
could easily find 8 prep and primary school to run this
Yeah.
similar competition down this side easily,
Oh, okay.
because it's a one-day tournament.
Yes.
So we'll make the connection if yeah. But
Yeah, man, definitely.
I also see a question here, saying question from the audience for you, Shamal. It says, so question from the audience, Zine, will there be a competition for the club teams? Because not every kid plays primary or prep league, but then play club, under 10, under 13, and them thing there. So he's saying that there are some kids who may not be playing in prep. I find that very strange though, because there are prep school competition and primary school competition. So he's saying, what about those kids? You can't capture everybody. I think if you turn it into club thing, then it's going to get too expansive and problematic.
And that would take away from the essence what Game of Life
It's
is
all
about,
yeah.
which is to cater to the primary school and the prep school kids.
Yeah.
Now, the clubs has their own intentions and the clubs has their own responsibilities. So if any management at the club can be able to pull it off, then go ahead. But we will stay within our niche and take care of the youth, the primary school and the prep school youth.
All right. Well, listen, Shamal, great initiative, and we'll continue to, put up the flyer, let people see and know what is happening. It's tomorrow, so we hope that others and people, we encourage you. Listen, tell somebody about what is happening at Barbican tomorrow. It starts at 9 a.m. It ends at 5 p.m. Right, 8 primary schools, 8 prep schools, lots of prizes and surprises by the Game of Life Foundation. And the ambassadors for the organization includes persons like Junior Fleming, Damian Lowe, Andre Blake, O'Neill Fisher, Devon Speedy Williams,
Amal Knight,
Amal Knight,
yeah,
Shamal Thomas,
Rafiq Bryan, yeah,
Rafiq
Wavanda
Bryan,
Woolley, yeah, man,
yeah, yeah,
Alanda Brown.
Alanda
So,
Brown. Sound like a lot of JC men, but don't worry, they are squeezed in a
no,
couple others from a couple other schools. So don't think it is all JC, right? There are others from other schools. So great
and the
initiative
truth
by the
is, and
present
before,
players also involved in something of this sort.
and the truth is, this year we'll be identifying a new era of ambassadors because our ambassadors, they've been with us for 5-6 years now. They're moving into 30-31-year-old age, right? So we're looking for a new set of ambassadors now. It's like so that the players who the new generation can relate to. Zine, so
Right. Yeah, younger
that's
players. Yeah, you're talking younger players.
younger players, yes.
All right, Shamal. Listen, I want to thank you for coming on. I know we should have done this on Wednesday, but nothing before it's time. Really, yeah. Really appreciate you coming on and listen. Come back and give us a report when everything is done. You
Yeah, man.
understand me?
As long as you love me, I'll be present.
Yeah, man, definitely we can arrange that. We can all. I mean, if you want. I mean, it's tomorrow. But you could even do interviews if you want and send them to me and I can just post them. If you want to interview the winning coach, if you want to, do clips of certain games, we can put that up and let people see what is happening there. So
Thank
you
you very
can
much.
just, you can do that. Reach out to me, get the clips, get the videos, we put them up. You come back, you talk about it, and we push this thing. Anything for the football and for the development of our young men.
Much respect.
Yeah, man. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for coming.
Likewise, and thank you for having me.
Every time, man.
All right.
All right. So there you go. That is Shamal Thomas. He is also the brother of Shanil Thomas that plays for Cavaliers. All right. Now, this week we have some very interesting action in the JPL. Now, one of the most interesting one will be the clash between Cavaliers and Mount Pleasant. Now, we also have the team of the week, and I'm glad that Military Guna TV is here now because, well, people, Military Guna picks his team based on the games that he sees, right? So, in fairness to him, he can only pick the players that he saw playing. So depending on what game I watch, my team is going to look a little bit different from his team. So I'm going to show you my team at the end of the show as well. But big up Military Guna, Ryan LFC, and all the other persons. But we had some good games last week as well. So let us just get you up to date with what is happening. Brian is going to join us back. Mr. Speid is going to be here as well. Mr. Christie from Mount Pleasant is going to be here. I see that Rob Simmons is very excited about the big clash. So, as you can see, Mount Pleasant continues to lead the table, right? There you go. They are on 30. I hope you can see this, right? Let's go through it by top 6 first and just expand the screen so you can see what is happening. There you go. So Mount Pleasant leads with 35 points. Arnett Gardens, they are in second place on 33 points. All teams having played 16 games. Cavaliers are on third on 32 points. Humble Lions, fourth on 28 points. Harborview comes next in fifth, 26 points. Don't beholden round off the top 6 who would make the playoffs on 22 points. All right. Now, Portmore is just outside of the playoff spots with 21 points in 7th. Same as Waterhouse, right, with 21 points in 8th. Mobe United comes next. They are on 18 points. Tivoli Gardens on 17 points in 10. Malines have 16 points in 11. Vere have 14 points in 12. Falklands are on 8 points, while Chapperton Maroons continues to linger at the bottom of the table. All right. So that is your points standing. All right. So let's look at some of the results from last week's games. All right. Big up Danny Dread. Yeah, man. Ugly. Big up, big deal, Chairman. Yeah, man. Danny Dread, you don't know, man. Mount Pleasant. Straight indeed. Straight Mount Pleasant. Big clash this weekend in a Danny Dread. Big clash this weekend. Right? We have the first, we have the Mount Pleasant man who was joined early. Of all the weeks that Mr. Speed need to be on the show, he's hiding, people. I don't know. He's hiding. Can't find Mr. Speed. Mr. Speed, we can't find you. All right. So let's look at some of the results from the last round. The game's on the 26th, right? So let's begin with the Moby versus Malines that ended 2-2. All right. Moby versus Malines that ended 2-2. There you go. 2-2. Moby versus Malines. Let's go here. Yeah. Jason Wright, Donovan Brown, Alan Otti, and Shamario Dennis with the goals. So Shamario Dennis and Jason Wright scored for Malines, while Donovan Brown and Alan Otti scored the goals for Moby United. Then we had Portmore versus Vere. Lamar Walker getting his first goal since returning, and Alwyn Strahan scored an own goal, right, to give Portmore a 2-0 win over Vere. I have to stop a little bit right here, so I soon reach to you there, Mr. Christie. This game is one of the worst officiated game I have seen in a while. And I understand that the referee is a police officer. I'm wondering if he thought he was directing traffic and not officiating the game. A referee named Cummins, he needs to be investigated and interrogated. And brethren, if you see me on the road, nobody give me no speeding ticket because of football me I talk about. No bother with that. That was poor officiating. There was a clear handball from Rudolph Speed. Not Rudolph Speed. Watch I know. If Mr. Speed ever hear this, a problem. Sorry, not Rudolph Speed. Jeez. Rudolph Austin handled the ball when the ball was going into the back of the net. And the referee just walk away and gone about his business. And no man, him tell him, say no man, you saw his mouth on the field telling the players, no man, no give me no shot. You saw him actually, you actually saw him saying that. The man I tell him, man, he said, no man, pan this, no give me no shot. Said that. All right, so fine. Then the Rastafarian, I think he is he is the St. Lucian, was fouled by the Vere player coming back. The man was knocked over completely. The referee run off again. No man, no give me no shot for this. No man, the referee had investigated. Mr. Christie, did you watch the game? Portmore versus Vere. Did you watch it?
No, our game was playing at the same time.
Oh yeah, because you're at Tivoli. Yeah. Alvo in Myers, yeah. People, two clear penalty. I'd love a referee to come and tell me why those were not given. See the man handed the ball and just dive a ground. The referee run off. The guy run up to the referee and say, referee, what's going on? The man said, no man, no give me no shot for this. Everybody just turn them head in a different direction and start play ball. A bad man police. That referee need to be investigated. 3 clear-cut penalties. 3. I'm not the only one. I am not the only one. You understand me? So and those decisions altered the game. You understand me? But it is what it is. I'm looking to see if he's going to get any more games. Because it looked like he was suspended, because it's not the first time he makes some bad decision, and he was in the officiating wilderness, but he has returned. The return and the done. Tommins returned. The done. Dan Tommins from them case. Hey, nobody ref Mount Pleasant match in the Dan Tommins. That me I tell you right here now. No bother with that. Me need to check the officiating assignment, Me need to see what the match commissioner. I want to see where referee for the Mount Pleasant versus Cavaliers match, Because I don't want Tommins down there, Tommins, me no Tommins, me no want to see the game there. What are they? Somebody please tell me. Mr. Christie, you get the officiated list like who going to be the games. I hope you not Tommins. Me no want to see, man. Me no want to see what
irresponsible for me to disclose at this time, though.
Don't worry. Me soon if you know if you're gonna ref the game. Hey, fresh guy, we're gonna send him back to which corner league? We're gonna send him back to the toll gate corner league down at Clarendon, because at Clarendon he come from, Big up Mr. Tommins. Do me I beg you, when you see me I pass through Clarendon, I go Effortville go Watman. Nobody give me no speeding ticket, Papa. But if you go on better upon the field, if you go on better, that officiating thing was poor. We're not joking, serious thing. You have to go on better. And nobody go see me and pressure me on the road. The poor officiating, sir. Poor officiating. You have to go on better than that. You have to remember, the thing I show global now. Everybody in the world will watch this. Everybody are tuning into the league. So you have to go on better. Big up yourself. Go and drop some ticket on a Clarendon down there for anybody. I'm upset you enough if you just drop. Be a speeding ticket. Call me the woman can't get none. But let's move on to the next game. Tivoli versus Mount Pleasant. Ricardo Morris scoring, returning from injury in the 80th minute. Two goals in quick succession for Mount Pleasant. Atafarai Bygrave scoring his first goal of the season, 76th minute. And it has begun, people. Once Atafarai Bygrave starts scoring and Trevante scoring, problems are going to be there. So you were at the game, Mr. Christie. Tell us a little bit about Mount Pleasant versus Tivoli. It took you a little while to get the first one, and soon after, 4 minutes after the first, you got the second.
Well, it was 90 minutes of pressing concept. Tivoli would have kept their shape very well. They kept a low block, made it a little bit difficult for us to break them down. And they were at most part of the game that they were basically comfortable in a stalemate. However, Mount Pleasant wasn't having it, so we would have pushed a little higher. And after knocking, Mr. Bygrave finally opened the door, and Mr. Morrison with a peach, one from the top jar after that. And there was not any coming back for this Tivoli Gardens team after that.
Okay. All right. And then we saw Falkland holding Dumble to a nil scoreline. That was a surprise because a lot of persons had Humble Lion winning that one, just given their recent form. But I keep on telling people that field down in Montego Bay, that
It's a
small
little bit difficult to play on.
very difficult to play on. Yeah. And I think the Mobile teams they rarely lose games down there.
Very, very seldom, yes, sir.
Yeah. So and I think we're gonna get to it because I think Humble Lion is heading back down that side again. 2 weeks in a row they're going to Montego Bay. The fixture is not favorable to them right now. Then we had the biggest margin of victory was Cavaliers over
Chapeltown
Maroons. We saw some very, very good goals in this game. Colin Anderson scoring a hat-trick in this one. Ronaldo Webster with the fourth for Cavaliers. Evan Taylor scoring from in his own half in this one. Very, very good goal. But Colin Anderson, a diving header. Nice other build-up goals. So some good goals in this one. 4-1. Very, very good game. And Mr. Speid left the Chapeltown coach calling out for win some. So, he actually said that. He just said, you win some.
Yes.
You win some. You win some. You win some. You win some. You lose some. You understand me? So the 4-1 Coach Clovis de Oliveira crying out for win some. You understand me? So that was that diving shoulder every man. All right, Kingley. You said it's a diving shoulder. Yeah, but it was a very good game though. I just don't like I don't know. I would love to hear from the teams that actually play on the JC surface. I don't like the surface. I think it's a very dry surface. So I don't know, but I don't hear the teams complaining. So maybe they find it okay. But it is a very dry
surface. Maybe the team just want to just play football.
Huh?
Maybe the team just want to just play football. So in spite of the surface, the quality of the surface, most teams just continue playing on the football. But there are certain things that are very obvious.
Yeah. And then we also saw where Harborview playing 10 men, Dumbeholden, defeated them by 2-0. Shamari Dyer and Colorado Murray on the score sheet. Player was red carded. Dumbeholden also received a red card in that game. The game was already done and settled. They received a red card in the 90th minute. The Monday night fixtures, the second one of the Monday night, saw Arnett Gardens eking out a 1-0 victory. Goal scored by Fabian Reed, who is, he is scoring. Can't stop scoring. There you go. So he's right up there in terms of goal scoring and seeing right now. So those were the fixtures from week number 16, and then we're going to look at week number 17. All right, week 17, we see the first game. Well, let's go through the games. Falkland playing Harborview. Right, Falkland playing Harborview. This look at the form coming into this. Falkland on 8 points, Harborview on 26. Head-to-head, they have played one game. Harborview have won that game. Harborview have 2 losses, 2 wins and a draw. So they have amassed 7 points. Falklands have 5 in their last 5. So you'd say 5 points. Not far. Both have had 2 losses as well. Where is the game? Where is this game going to be played?
This game should be playing down by Falkland, if I'm not
No, man,
mistaken.
it's not Falkland, man. It's a double header.
Oh, it's a double header Sunday, then it might be playing at JC there.
I think so.
Who's playing the second game? Arnett?
Trying to figure out where is this game going to? Where is the Falkland game? Yeah. So there you go. Falkland versus. Not seeing where the game is going to be played. Yeah. Not seeing where the match is going to be played. But we'll get that information. Mr. Speed is not here too. He normally have that bit of information right there. All right. So yeah. All right. So Falkland versus Harborview is a fixture we're looking at. What is your take on this game, Mr. Christie?
It would be based on
What is it? Mobile that game. Yeah, it's Mobile because guess what?
that's,
Mobile
that's
because
what I was thinking.
Humble Lion going down to play Mobile as well. Says you're right. It's
Yeah.
Mobile.
It's not a foregone conclusion for Harborview. It's difficult to play, and this Falkland team, I think that they have, I think that they have a clear sort of action. They want to hold the top 16 to a draw down there, or try to eke out a hard win. So they'll be coming with the low blocks again against the Harborview team, and they can frustrate you. So I'm inclined to say Harborview will be winning this one, but it's not a foregone conclusion.
Okay. I think at Westport Park, that's where the game will be played. I think that game going draw. I'm going draw. Yes,
That's
and
what
it's
the
one game.
party
There's
was,
no double header. Yeah, there's no double header at Westport Park. It's just one game. Come, maybe I think traveling to Effortville.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. The second game is going to be the other game. Yeah, I think that game is going to be a draw. Falkland versus Harborview. I'm going 0-0 like Fresh God.
yes.
Yeah. All right. The second game that we're going to discuss of round 17, it is the game Waterhouse versus Vere United. This is a home game for Waterhouse. So far, let's look at head-to-head clashes. Waterhouse have won 7. Vere has only won once, and they have had 2 drawn results. From the last 5 games, both teams have had 2 losses. Waterhouse have 1 win, 2 draws. Vere, they have had 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses. So both teams coming off losses.
Oh, I see this one. Waterhouse still has not found their rhythm as yet. I think they're working, trying to get to that spot, get to that rhythm. However, they are seeing that it in this league, results are difficult to come by. So no game whatsoever is a foregone conclusion. You have to come out and play. They have been a bit inconsistent. Even at the game on Monday, they play well in some patches. But this year won't make it any easier for them, because I think they are not creating enough chance as in previous years. One thing you knew about Waterhouse and come to expect is that they'll be creating a lot of chances and scoring some, making the game very entertaining.
Yeah, I think Waterhouse is operating this season like the season that Jamaica going through, drought. And every now and then they get a little sprinkling of rain from them.
Oh, well. Uh,
Yeah.
I know that they are a very good coach, and I heard that they are planning to start running on in the season. Now would be a good time as ever to start developing their momentum. However,
Let me
this
tell you this.
year,
You know that I love the way how Vere play. Even that
yeah,
Portmore game, Vere play some very good football, and I like how they
yeah,
knock the ball. The defenders are very composed. They were without Neil, who is one of their influential midfielders.
yeah,
I just don't think they have clinical front men to put the ball in the back of the net.
that's the
And I
problem.
think that
That's
is
the problem.
where they are struggling right now.
That actually is the problem. And this one is also a tricky fixture. You would normally expect Waterhouse to get the better of this fixture. However, uh, their farm is a little bit woeful.
You
Their
think
farm,
you think the game being played at Jerusalem makes any difference?
well, Jerusalem used to be a fortress. The results, well, they would have played two games at Jerusalem already. They would have played Portmore, that was a team draw. They played Montego Bay, got a resounding win.
Defensive win.
So, uh, I know that Jerusalem can be a fortress. If those fans get behind the team, it will be a difficult place to play for an opponent. So uh, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Waterhouse, but not and I'm just gonna say Waterhouse based on the home advantage that they will be having because the game has been played at Jerusalem.
Vere has not lost 3 games in a row since the start of the season. I don't think they're going to lose 3 games in a row. So I am going to go draw game.
I become the analyst person, you know. We have want to point out these things they just happen one way or the other. You
Huh?
know. Sometimes when we point out these facts, they just manifest themselves.
Yeah.
So you are saying they have that one last 3 in a row.
For the
Maybe
season.
yes, and maybe just maybe this might be the time.
I don't see them losing 3 games in a row.
Sticking with Waterhouse, I think Waterhouse will get the better, only just.
Yeah? Let me get this one. Yeah. Waterhouse Mini Stadium, March the 5th. All right. I Yeah, but Brian, I know they don't score a lot of goals, but they don't concede a lot of goals either. And he's saying that Waterhouse will score at home because the 2 games Waterhouse have played at home, they have scored 4 goals, which is 2 per game that they score. But let's see. So Brian, what is your score prediction? Mr. Christie said Waterhouse to win. I am going with a drawn result, like Dre anyways at sports. With Lamar Neal returning, I'm going with because the game before they missed Brown, then
Mhm.
Brown came back, and then they missed Lamar Neal. And when those 2 players play, they play very well.
And they're available for this selection this time around. You know, maybe I'm just thinking that what should happen, and I'm thinking that Waterhouse should be finding their momentum now and all of that. Maybe that is from the standpipe that I'm taking it, but still gonna stick with it. Still gonna say Waterhouse to win, but only just by the odd goal.
All right, so there we go. Those are our predictions for that game. Then we have a double header at JC on the same Sunday, Malines will be going up against
Arnett.
Arnett Gardens. Look at the head-to-head. 1 win for Malines. The record with these teams are very close. They have played 7 games, right? Arnett has won 2, Malines has won 1, and 4 has been drawn, right? But going into this game, Arnett Gardens are on a 5-game win streak. Malines have not won since the start of this 30. Yeah, well, yeah, they did win. Since the start of this round, the return legs, they have only won 1 game. 1 game. But again, they have defeated Arnett before. They normally get results from Arnett.
Yes.
So
that's a tricky fixture for Arnett every time they play. It's always a tricky fixture for Arnett every time. I watch most of those games. It's always a tricky figure.
Yeah, so how do you see that one going? Somebody say Arnett Gardens clean sweep.
I don't know what that person means, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that.
And then Fresh got the Waterhouse escaping in nearby bushes at home.
All right.
This one says Mannings. Brian says Mannings season return leg ended last season. Return leg ended 3-3. Okay.
Oh, and that's I don't know the actual
most exciting game last season.
Yes, and that's the result that I'm going to predict. I'm not going to predict the score, but I'm going to predict the result. I think this one might very well end in an exciting draw this time around as well.
A draw?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going for. All right, so here's a little bit of thing that I'm going. There's a guy called Janai Cunningham that plays for Malines, who was at Arnett Gardens. The Malines coach was also at Arnett Gardens, and now he's at Malines. And some of those players are players that he.
Yes, the dynamics.
Yes. Yeah. So I have a feeling the game is not being played at the Jungle. It is being played up at JC. I have a feeling that Malines is going to stop the winning streak of Arnett.
Ironically, I have that same feeling as well. But Arnett, they are rounding into form. They are showing that fighting spirit. They are winning games. Like I've been watching them for the past couple of games, and they have developed a culture that try to complete the game, try to put away the game. And even when they were playing Waterhouse, after they went up 1-0 at Waterhouse, you could have seen some control of the game. So they are learning different dynamics of the game. And Malines wouldn't want them to go ahead of them in this fixture, though. That I can tell you.
We're beginning to wonder if Mr. Speid was waiting until Tappa leave to come on to the show. All right.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. How are you all?
Yeah, he was waiting until we get past, the little small stuff, all right, but the big show.
The big stuff.
yeah, the big show. But we are at Arnett Gardens versus Malines. So I am at JC. I am predicting, like I said, Malines 1 win, Arnett 2, 4 drawn results. Arnett 5-game win streak. I am going with Malines to stop the win streak that Arnett is presently on at JC with a 2-1 victory. Jason Wright and His name is Nicholas Nelson, to score for Molines.
Nicholas Nelson has not returned with that farm that he left here with doing.
I know Mr. Monday night Fabian Reed is playing, but the game is playing on a Sunday.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something about this fixture that if you look at the head to head, it's this fixture is mostly a drawn game.
Yeah.
In addition to that would suit me as well, So that's another.
It will suit Cavaliers as well.
Yes. No, nothing will suit Cavalier this season, this round. No other result will suit Cavalier.
No, man, not German. Nicholas Nelson, I'm talking. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying he has not been anywhere close to the farm that he has left with, though. His rhythm is way off.
So I think this is a game. This is a game that he comes back to farm. This is a game that he scores. I think Nicholas Nelson and Janai Cunningham, along with Jason Wright,
yes,
going to show up for this game. So I'm giving Molines a 2-1 victory in this one. Mr. Speed, you ready? What is your prediction?
Mute, Mr. Speed. Mute.
Sorry, we go over the question. We just have a
we had Molines and Arnett Gardens. What are your thoughts on the game and your score prediction?
Well, I mean, Nelson must come back at some point. Jeremy not playing. I don't know if that's a really big loss because I think he can get him second red card for the season. He must be more disciplined. But Arnett doesn't play so well away from home. That's a fact, right? I think they're only one match away from home. But at the same time, the truth is that they have a whole heap of firepower. So I expect them to prevail still. I expect them to streak to continue.
Yeah. Well, Brian says, like him leave the goals them over Guatemala, but they were shipped in for this fixture and cleared at customs this morning.
I like that one.
I hope you get them to the field because you're telling them a customer they don't reach up on the field, you're still not going to have a problem. So I hope you get the goals to the field. All right, so any score prediction, Mr. Speed? You think Arnett going to win?
Yeah. By the odd goal, I mean, and if there's an upset for the week, it will be that game, which, but the upset more likely to be a draw still. I mean, look here, Molines is playing good enough.
Did the Molines beat Arnett Gardens in the first round?
I can check.
Yeah.
But but the problem with all Molines that them don't finish off games. Them start very good and allow the teams them always to come back, come back at them, and which is the problem that I think they're really going to have. To contain Arnett near the end. Arnett will keep coming. That is the problem that Molines will have.
Yeah, it's actually a border clash. Come to think of it tonight, it's actually a border clash.
No, it's not a border clash. Why you say that? Molines and Arnett, you talk about Molines and Waterhouse is a border clash.
Oh, yeah. Arnett Gardens scored a 98th minute goal in the game. Barely won that game because it was heading for a draw, and Arnett scored in like the last kick of the game and beat them.
And that's what I tell you about Molines. Them really start good, usually take leads, and then give them back at the end or come back and lose. So they don't understand how to close out game in Premier League. I mean, them Arnett has played 7 times. And funny enough, 2 win for Molines, 2 for Arnett, and 3 has been drawn. So it's a close encounter. There's not a lot.
And anything else in this fixture.
Yeah.
So it put it more likely to draw. But Arnett really having a nice stretch. Lots of luck going them way. Lots of games. This time them away from home. They have only one match, I think, away from home. So let's see what happens. But I still give them
right. All right. Then we have the first game of, I think, what is the Monday night fixtures we're going to look at. Because we have them in here. Oh, look at the head-to-head. We have Mount Pleasant.
That's not the first game, though. That's the feature game.
Well, on the fixture, it is saying unless they change the time.
No, it on the fixture. Well, on my fixture, it's the Mr. Speed. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it not the feature game?
No. Yeah, it's a feature game at 7:30.
Okay, but well, I have it on this as not a problem. So Mount Pleasant versus Cavaliers. Let me give you Mount Pleasant are on 35 points. The lead.
No, the game going to play first is Chapel Maroon versus.
All right, so let's do that one first. Let's do that. The Portmore versus Chapel Maroons. Yeah, both teams coming off losses, heading into this one. Yeah, Portmore draw, lose, win, lose. Chapel Maroon draw, lose, win, lose.
Well, the one match they have played so far, I mean, Portmore won it by 1 goal to 0. So there's not a lot of history, except to say it would have been funny because Lenny was coaching Portmore last year, and then he was coaching Chapel Maroon during the tier 2. So he was actually probably coaching two teams at the same time that were destined to meet in the Premier League. It would have been funny to see what he would have done if he was still at Portmore.
Oh, jeez. Fresh God said, I skip. What on Fresh God? Oh, my. I skip past the Humble Lion game. Sorry, Fresh God. We will go back to it after this. Sorry. I actually want to speed up to the Mount Pleasant game, you know, but...
So Portmore versus Chapel Maroon. Chapel Maroon literally refreshed their team. It's a new team. They have a new coach. Thing about Brazilian coach, everybody know what they're gonna bring, what they're gonna do. I mean, I think Jamaica people are getting wise up to the game, so they know Brazil game model basically what it is. I don't think it has changed much on the club. He has gotten a win and 3 losses, so he has found life hard here in Jamaica as a coach. Portmore United is one of those well-coached teams, even if the coach and they have a lot of help, you know, on the sideline of knowledgeable people. So they would have seen what Chapel Maroon is doing. Chapel Maroon will welcome back the return of Alex Jones, I think his name is. Alex Jones? I know it's Alex's first name. Alex Gill, who's probably one of their best players. They will welcome back the return of Aaron Elliott, the double goal scorer in the match that they won. So I think they will just put aside and behind them what happened in the game between them and Cavalier and just come, you know, bubbling with confidence. For them to survive, they have to win 5 games and draw 2 out of 10. That's 5 games and draw at least 1 out of 10. And on the way to doing that, they have to beat more Lions, they have to beat Falkland, they have to beat Vere to be able to secure that survival. So interesting days ahead for them.
But they don't have to beat Portmore, and a wise coach will be aware of that too. Sit deep.
5 games. They have to win 5 games, including those 3. That's what I should have said.
Yes. So I don't know if this would be the type of game that they were a little bit naive last week. I said it on the show that it would have been over if they don't try to frustrate the Cavalier team. And I'm going to say it again this week. Yes, they have refreshed. They have refreshed, but guess what? Are you aware that Chapel would have had more points before the transfer window than the amount that they are gathering now? It's unfortunate that they would have lost some points, you know, and they would be in this position, but they are not really lighting the house on fire right now, you know. So you have to recognize and understand where you are and start grind instead of performance. Stop look at performance and start grind out result. Keep your team compact. Try to frustrate your opponent. See it for what it is, and try for that one moment that will come somewhere along the line, and try season it. But for the most part, these teams it's not a must win with Portmore. But you don't want to just giving up 3 points. Try to frustrate Portmore. Hope that Portmore overextend themselves, and you try to get something from the game.
Yep. That's a good plan. I mean, I don't know if Shakwan Satchel will be playing, as you know that he's supposed to be. I've heard from reliable sources that he could be heading out to Europe. So I don't know how much he'll be missed because they have Lamar Walker and Alex Marshall who have come into their team, and I know that Chapperton have some young players too. They have gotten a couple of players from William Nib and into their team. So let's see how that one goes. But we also have Dunbarholden versus Tivoli Gardens. Now, these teams have played 9 games altogether, 3-3-3. There's nothing here. They have amassed this 4 points from the last 5 games, both of them, with a win, a draw, and 3 defeats. That's how it has been. So this one, Dunbarholden versus Tivoli. How do I see this one going? Let me tell you. How do I see this one going? Where is it being played? I have to check where it is being played,
So if you want me to start, both Dunbarholden and Tivoli so far has been goal shy. Dunbarholden scored 18 goals and conceded 8. They are not able to separate, so they have a 0 difference. Tivoli scored 15 goals and conceded 20. Both of them a decent team. They have scored more goals than all the teams below that is out of the bottom 5. Both of the top 5 they have scored more than all those teams. So that tells you that they are there somewhere. What they have not been able to do is to stop the opponents from score against them. They are conceding over 1 goal per game, and that is the reason why they are where they are in the game. Now, the thing with Tivoli Garden is that you don't know which Tivoli Garden going to show up. If Tivoli Garden,
that is the problem with Tivoli.
If vintage Tivoli show up, then they could get the better Dunbarholden. Dunbarholden though has been consistent. They have won matches, but they're not able to keep teams from scoring against them. Very interesting game. But I'm just going to go with that draw because I don't think any of those teams have the firepower to score 2 goals. I think they do have enough to score 1. And that is why I'm going to go with that draw 1-1.
Yeah, and that game will be the first of 2 at Jamaica College on Sunday. And then the Mobile versus Humble Lion game will be played at Effort Field. This is highly in favor of Humble Lion. They have played 18 games, 8 wins, 8 draws, and 8 wins for Humble Lion, 2 drawn results, and 2 wins for Mobile United. Humble Lion has not lost a game in the last 5. Mobile United, they have not won a game in the last 5.
Humble Lion did lose 1 game in the last 5.
When?
The first one in the 5. They did lose that.
No, man.
I'm not asking that. And Montego United, you're right about their stats. They have not won.
Hold on. Let's go back. The last time Humble Lion lose is Mount Pleasant beat them. Since Mount Pleasant beat them, they have not lost.
Yeah, but you're saying the last 5. That was the 5th one going back.
No, I think they would have played 5 games after.
5 games after the Mount Pleasant game. Check it.
Remember, hold on.
Check it good, man.
I'm not. I know. I don't have to check it. I'm saying the the first one in the fifth.
Hold on. I think Cumberland is the second to last fixture. So he's right, Mr. Stennett. He's right. You would have been three in this fixture, in this round, and only one would have been remaining in the last round. Yeah, he's right. Unpleasant would have been the fifth game.
Well, all right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they have lost one, but they have been like what you worry about is that one that 0-0 against Falkland. Everybody expected Cumberland to win that, but they were playing away from home, and that could have probably been the reason. They probably don't play so well away from home. Of course, they are able to get the results at home. But Cumberland problem stems from the goal for column. They have only managed 1 goal per game since the start of the season. They have scored 16 goals from 16 games. They have the second best defense in the league, which is no mean feat. But at the same time, not being able to score more than once per game is going to be a problem with Cumberland, and that is where the problems start to arise. Because if you look at some of the games that they would have scored 2 goals, it kind of sum up the story of their ability to score a goal on a regular basis. And that is why playing against a Montego Bay United team who's going to sit back and try to play for a draw in the first place, it's going to be difficult to pry them on. And the writing is on the wall, because you see what happened against Falkland, who decided to sit back too. It's a 0-0 draw. So it's not beyond comprehension to say Montego Bay was a slightly better team than Falkland to get a draw against Cumberland away from them.
All right. I
But
know
we're gonna be
Yeah, Effortville.
Cumberland will win this one.
Where the game is playing?
Effortville.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I thought it was at JC.
No. The JC games are Mullines, Arnett, and Dumbehold and Tivoli Gardens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. And so, like I said, now it's time for us to get to the game, the clash of the season. It is being dubbed for the second time around. That is, when things nice, we do them twice. For those of you who can't remember, Tappa is the man, because he came up with the plan in the first game. His team scored at the right time, giving the opponent not a chance
of getting back in the game. But in terms of games played, Cavaliers have won 5. 5 have been drawn, and only a paltry 2 victory for Mount Pleasant. But Mount Pleasant have not conceded a goal since the 9th of January, and we are in the month of March. Can you believe that, people?
Anyway, I don't know where you get your false information from. Mount Pleasant and Cavalier played 13 times. Cavalier won 6.
I have 12.
Cavalier 13. Cavalier won 6. 5 draw.
All of those are in the Premier League.
Come on. Which other league you know Cavalier play?
I don't know. You know, playing in the qualifier. So, okay.
Draw 5 and Mount Pleasant 1, 2. That's what I have. And we score 9-13, and Mount Pleasant score 9. We have a +4. So that's my...
All right, so let's come to this season stats, Mr. Speed. We can't bother talk about the history. No goals conceded by Mount Pleasant. Best defensive record in the league. Best offensive record. No goals conceded since the 9th of January. No team can breach the defense. I'm telling you. No team can stop the goal machine.
Yeah, it's true that you both have very good defensive lineup. And I've seen these stats before, on other clubs in the Premier League, best offense and best defense, but they never ever win the league. So I mean, I don't know if anybody.
Oh, you gone to the league. We're talking about a game, Mr. Speed. Why you gone all over the place about the league?
I'm not all over the place. So
let us speak about the fixture, Mr. Speed.
yeah, welcome to the fixture. So I've seen these stats before because this is not a league. It's a league, then it's a knockout. So okay, fine. So when a lot of you guys making a big issue about one game, we at Cavalier don't make issue about one game. We know what we want to do. We make an issue when it comes to the playoffs because that's where the statements are made. So you can keep on making a big issue about the one game. We don't care about the one game.
If you don't win here, you don't get to the playoffs, though, you know. You have to be that accumulation of points, though.
Do we look like we're not getting to the playoff to you?
No, but you're saying why you disregarding the regular season, though?
So Mr. Smith, are you saying that this game is not important?
In a big context, no, not important. You guys try to make it important.
The last coach said the game never important, you know. He never get past the round of 16, you know.
Everybody know that.
He returned to a particular island like Nicodemus by night.
I don't know who you're talking about. I'm saying to you, Cavalier over the years, what we do, we know when to peak, and it is in the playoffs. So everybody can always boast now. I remember last 2021 when we won the title, and the team where we beat said that they beat us in a preliminary, and them wish them to change the time when we get the beat when we win. That is what is more important. So you can stay there. There's a thing named periodization. We know all about it.
Mr. Speed, there was a year when you played Mount Pleasant in a third and fourth game. That was not important.
It was important to us.
But it was important to Mount Pleasant because there was no qualification to anything.
Well, did you know that is 4 teams now going to play in the CONCACAF League?
Well, so now it is important.
So you're saying last year when we were playing for the semi-final spot, it wasn't important.
No, the coach made a bad decision.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking. Just checking.
Yeah. So, Mr. Speed, now let's talk about thing though and farm, right? Yeah. But Mount Pleasant comes into this game, like I said, they have not conceded a goal, even though it was an excellent goal, You concede almost in the last 5 games, every game you concede,
Yeah, we don't want the game to be boring.
Yeah, Mr. Speed, don't come to me with that. No coach, every coach is living when he concede.
You don't want the game to be boring. Come on.
Okay, all right. So that should be a good game. I hope.
Well, one thing I can tell you, man, is that the fans will be in for a treat one way or the other because it's the 2 most prolific goal scorers of this season going into
1 and 13, 1 and 14. But yes. I must say too that Busy and Ricardo Morrison have the best assist stats, but Busy is ahead of him.
Why Ricardo Morrison stats?
I think he has 6 assists and like 4 goals so far.
Busy have 10 assists.
Yes, I'm saying he's So I think where Mount Pleasant have the edge though is defense.
I don't even know you're comparing those players. Busy have 5 goals and 10 assists. Where you comparing?
The man have 4 and 6 so far. Is that Mr. Speed?
All right. You're sure a 6 him have?
Yes, and he scored 4 goals. He scored in the game. He scored in the Tivoli. He was on 3 goals and he scored 1 versus Tivoli to go to 4.
Okay, so that's the next matchup you're bringing on.
No, man. What I'm trying.
Why you don't want the man to speak, Mr. Speed? What
the man is
why you keep protecting the man?
Are you more of
that? You more of that. You want that? We believe you. You're the host.
You more of that.
You come
to say. One thing I can tell you. The people of St. Ann who are traveling to Kingston will be in for a treat. They will see some good football, free flowing.
You have to give me a little bit more than that, man. You break down Mullines, you break down Beholden, you break down Arnett Garden, you break down Waterhouse, you break down Chapelton, and you come to Mount Pleasant, where you
All
are
right.
part of, and then you're going to tell me about if you get treat.
Let me tell you, based on the tone and the body language, it's gonna be a good game. But guess what? Mount Pleasant will win this one in the end. Definitely. There's no two ways about that. This one. I'm listening to the coach and watching his body language, and he's saying and he's trying to deflect. This is a direct coach, you know. He normally speak direct, and he's trying to deflect this time around. So I realize he's not feeling as upbeat as he normally does.
Really?
He's just playing possum.
Really?
He's just playing. He's just playing possum.
It don't even matter what I say now. You know when all Cavalier players them think. Remember you hang on by Vere trade last year in a semi-final, you know, with Dunbar when you have a superior record. You beat Cavalier twice during the season. And in the playoffs, his penalty separated us. So you know what will happen. I don't have to say.
I know what will happen, of course. It will be very interesting, but guess what?
Cavalier now
My team will beat you, not like last season, and the season before.
Yeah. And Cavalier now back, and you know too.
What I'll say though is that in the first game, a lot of chances were not created in that game by either team. You know? That is why I don't think it's going to be a very prolific goal scoring game. I can't see more than probably one goal being scored again. And it's just the team that makes that one critical mistake is the team that's going to lose this game, because I don't see more than a maximum of 2 goals being scored. And it's going to come.
I don't agree with you.
I don't agree with that. Listen, let me tell you this
tell me how many clear-cut chances were created in the last game.
Hold on. And that was from last year. Listen.
Let me
tell you what. No, both teams have been have improved. We have made a lot of strides since.
Okay,
let me tell you what will happen. Mount Pleasant will score on Cavalier early, and Cavalier will come and it's gonna be intense action, and that will work.
Cavalier will come and give up.
No, they will keep on coming. And that will open up the game, and then at that point, the fans will be in for a treat.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be a 1-0 game. I don't think so.
No,
but
wait, 1-0. No, then the flood was gonna open, then goal's gonna start score.
Fresh God, Cavalier not afraid of no team, even when we were one of the bottom team. We never used to be afraid of any team. So that will never happen in the near future. That never happened in the past, it won't happen in the future, and it's not happening now. We're not afraid of anything. And everybody knows that. It is more like, you see all the bluster we are going. When somebody beat you all the time, most of the time, and them are the one who are afraid. You're Fresh guy, just remember that.
You know what?
Anyways, let me just get a couple of comments. There's some very interesting comments coming in, right? We need to have a top assist provider chart, like how we have top goal scorer chart, which is true. I think we need to figure that out. Yeah. But then I see Jason Gona said, Mr. Speed, are you saying since you have lost twice to team last year and then beat them in the playoff, the results weekend doesn't matter?
No, I'm just saying that in a league that we have now, or the league is structured, what is most important is what you're doing at the playoffs, because I've seen teams.
But when you state that fact already, everybody know that. But we have to get past.
No, somebody was asking. You know? Mr. Christie, say a man said, Duckland say enough to be afraid. Stop being afraid.
Duckland said that I should not be afraid. Yeah. Has you ever seen me be afraid of anybody? Let me tell you.
One thing I want to say to myself, I don't want to come to me next week.
Guess what happened? Wherever club I go, there's only going to be one result when I buck Cavalier. And Mr. Speed is aware of that.
All right. Mr. Chris, let me ask you this. Since you have been managing, how many times have Cavaliers had the better of your club? When you manage, that you manage?
Make Mr. Speed give
Me not keep those stats. You know, say I want
you
only
keep that,
stats.
Mr. Speed. Mr. Speed, you told me to say this part. The stats are change it.
I keep them stats there because I mean,
I have an 85% win ratio.
the only problem I have.
I have an 85 win ratio over Mr. Speed.
That's probably fine, but you're not a coach, one, and two, you know win nothing. You ever win a title yet?
Know yourself.
You don't win anything. So we don't know
We will
why
have this discussion at the end of the season again.
what you win. You don't win anything. You ever got CONCACAF champions?
Know yourself.
You ever go play in the Caribbean yet? You ever go play in the Caribbean? I second time I go.
Don't worry yourself, Mr.
In
Speed.
5 years.
Before, the dynasty starts now.
So dynasty.
So, all right, sir. So I'm gonna have to win a title if you have talk.
So you think that people when I win nothing good?
Huh? Yeah.
You
What you
think
mean?
that people when I win nothing good? You look at people when I win nothing and say them good?
As a
Not even under 13 tackle Paul ever win for him in a football. And when he was playing, he don't win anything.
Mr. Christian can't make the man do that. And now you
No,
get
I
done
didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
Now you get done behold and promoted, and didn't done behold and win when they get promoted. I never
No, I
said
didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what he said. I can't respond to what he just said. I didn't hear what he said.
Him saying not even win at the primary school level.
You get dumb now. You get dumb.
You can't distract me.
And when you was playing for Waterhouse as a keeper, Waterhouse never win nothing when you are playing. You just not win nothing, brother.
Mr. Rudolph, let me tell you this. Since you got here,
Yes, I must ask him this question.
You see that Waterhouse team that I brought to the Premier League, since that they have never ever been relegated. And we won. We beat Olympic Gardens 2-1 in the final in the National Stadium. Yeah?
In a girl league.
So girl never had a play at Jamaica them time there. And guess what? 1998, Waterhouse again. Yeah? National champion. But guess what? Don't deflect. Near you. My team and your team.
So Mr. Christy, the man said ask Mr. Speed, if you ever go CONCACAF yet, I get steamrolled by the Asians.
Never get steamrolled. The match was 3-2. The match was 3-2. It wasn't steamrolled. It was 3-2.
No, Mr. Christy never asked. No, mercy, Mr. Christy never asked. Mr. Christy.
No, but it never get. Cavalier never get steamrolled. You know, fix that.
but I mean, when I get to the game though, I think it will be a good game. I think Mount Pleasant have grown, and Cavaliers have been playing some good football, so it should be a very good game. I think, like I said, when the team played last time, like the teams have grown, but a lot of chances were not created in the game, and I think that is because of how solid I think the Mount Pleasant defense line is. I think Cavaliers has also, because even the game that Evan Taylor scored, it was just, by chance, brilliant kick from way out. Before that, the goals that they conceded, so it's some deflection. So it's not like they're conceding goals that, wow, they have been broken down defensively and teams are scoring. So some unfortunate, well, I don't want to say unfortunate because the Evan Taylor strike was a class strike.
It was a class strike. It was,
it's that kind of goal. So it's not like they give up a lot of opportunities, which is the same thing with Mount Pleasant. They don't give up a lot of opportunities as well. And I think I believe that because they have their defense line basically has been working with the national coach in the national system. So you can imagine you're training at Mount Pleasant, then you're training with the national coach. I think that probably is helping them to even look better defensively. And the CDM, Harvey, is also part of the local setup that is there. So I know Cavaliers have a couple of players, and probably that is why you're seeing them going forward with Busy and Colin Anderson looking so well. But Mount Pleasant, who have a lot of players in the defensive side, at the local call-up, have been looking better defensively. So I think when you look at that, it should be a very, very good game. I would not be surprised if it's a drawn result. I don't see Mount Pleasant winning, but losing. I don't see Mount Pleasant losing. But I think I'm going to trust them to get the better of Cavaliers again. Like, I think it's going to be a set play goal.
So you see, what problem here now is all the people in the chat, in the listening to the program, is 2 versus 1. It's 2 Mount Pleasant man against Cavalier. So that is why we're having this whole heap of chat.
No,
Let me just make my point. I thought management was going to wear a Mount Pleasant shirt today, you know.
Oh, people.
You know. But
all right, make your point, yes. All right.
So let me make my point now. So what management is saying and Paul is not saying is them don't want we can go back to the background. So when the last time I checked, Mount Pleasant have at least 13 national players who have either played before or is currently in the setup, the coach looking at them. So them have an abundance of riches. And them even, and as you know, them even fire national players since January, because again, you know, it's like them no need anything.
Fire national player since January. I don't know who is that.
Former national under 23 player. Them
who that?
It's all right, man. Don't worry yourself. So I'm
Mr.
not
Chris,
here
who
anymore.
is that?
I'm not call the man name, man. It's all right. We know it's true. I'm just trying to establish the amount of riches that them have known and Mount Pleasant in terms of player, right? Their budget is 5 times the Cavalier budget. So their budget is like
hold on. I can't allow you to get away with all of that.
I know what your budget is.
You came on this show last week, sir, and said that, listen, this Mount Pleasant side can't beat you. As a matter of fact, Busy now play and King now play, I'm still like a beat you. And you call me after the show and say that to me again. See, I should be very straight. So why you
moderator, protect me from this man, because moderator, protect me from him. Let me say if I'm Mount Pleasant. Protect me from Paul. Moderator.
All right, sir, I'm going to allow the man to finish, and then I'm going to put you on mute until it's your time, sir.
Right. So at the start of the season, Mount Pleasant would have bought at least 15 players.
Why are you stating those facts when everybody who watch football know already, Mr. Speed?
No, I want to tell everybody on the program.
No, everybody
transfer budget.
Tell the people them something that. Let me give the people them something that don't.
Mr. Moderator, please protect me from Paul Christie.
Mr. Christie, we don't want them to say that. We have a leading to
our please protect me from Paul Christie.
Mr. Christie, they soon get the time. Hold on. They soon get the time. Just write down the stuff. They soon get the time. Make him go on with the monologue.
So,
kind of dialogue. They can give me monologue.
so at least 15 player, big transfer budget in the millions of dollars, like over 10 million. Cavalier lost 12 players. Transfer budget was $90,000. Transfer budget was $90,000. But when we look, right, so when we look at both teams, it's just 3 points separating them. Mount Pleasant win 10 match, Cavalier win 10 match.
So what is the point you're making, Mr. Speed? You say that you manufacture them. You say you must manufacture them and whatever. Let's tell the people somebody don't know.
No, but we have to talk about how you're trying to buy a title. So make we finish.
What?
That's where I agree. That's where I reach.
Tell the people that something that they don't know.
Well, no, man, let me finish.
Mr. Christie, make him finish, man. You have your time, Mr. Christie. Make him finish.
Then what your club did, you went for the best manager, them saying in the league, the second best manager in the league. Don Bowling at them, and they went for that manager to turn him to second sporting director ever in Jamaica. Then after that, you went for the best coaching staff money can buy. You know, for the physical trainer for the national team, the goalkeeper coach for the national team, the national team coach, an assistant former coach of the national under 17 team. You just went for the best money can buy, you know. Then you went for a pro license coach that give you technical advice from England, and you load up. But all of that will not save you. All of what you just do will not save you. So make we say what happened Monday night. And even if you squeak by Monday night, wait till playoff come.
Oh,
By that time, I will no, but me have to, but if you start with
but no, you start manufacturing.
You start the season. No. You start the season with national season players. You start the league with national season players. I start the league losing 12 and building. I don't know if I catch you up yet, but I will by the playoff. That's the point I'm making.
All right. Well, easy, Mr. Speedy. Start the double. Mr. Christie, arrows double use, Mr. Chris. I use some arrows double on him. They can no scratch.
Let me tell the people them things that they don't know.
Yeah.
The people that don't know that for the first 200 women that comes to the event, there will be free admission for them. Yeah, let me tell the people the things that they don't know. That's the people that don't have to look at budgetary reasons why they don't come and see the spectacle that will take place on Monday night. Let me tell the people that all patrons that attend the game before 6 p.m. will pay 50% admission. These are the things, but when you're telling me about the people that there are things that they know already, that not make no sense.
Well, them don't know, say you are the Galacticos of Jamaican football. The Galacticos. That is you. But we shall see.
All right. So listen,
yesterday you said me the best, today you said me the second best, but don't be intimidated, man. Don't be intimidated.
I agree with you, Dre, because Mr. Speed is talking, and the team that won the Premier League finished 6th. And made the playoff by goal difference. Mm-hmm. So if Mount Pleasant was a failure for not winning, then Cavaliers was a failure because of the team were finished 6th and made it into the playoff by goal difference that went on and win the Premier League last season.
No, but that team, I couldn't do no better. I beat them twice during the season and they never play me in the playoffs. I wouldn't beat was done goaling coached by Paul.
So who beat you? Who beat you? So who beat you? Who beat you?
You call that beating?
Who beat you?
A lottery that penalty shootout. A lottery.
I'm gonna ask him a lottery.
A lottery beat the Panto the same lottery we are talking about, and the same lottery they beat them bowling Panto. So that now makes sense. Just the final result count.
Exactly. And you don't have no pedigree there. You never win anything yet.
Good try, man. Yeah, but that's used to everything.
No, but you never win anything yet. So you don't know where it means to win things.
Don't worry, man.
Right.
But just take two titles when we win already, and you can't refute that, you know.
Which 2 titles? The girl title?
No,
Waterhouse beat Olympic in a male football? Premier League?
Mr. Speed, but we concentrate on the game.
Yes, I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody knows me about that. You alone
I realize you realize today we come to do everything except talk about the game.
But
you
I
realize
was talking about today. But I talk about the game. The game.
You don't talk about the game not 1 minute since the game. You can dissect everybody else's game, but you are afraid to have a discussion. Last week you were so forthright with all your prediction with the game.
And I told you, because you never tell me thanks, I'm going to make sure it's a king and busy play. I was going to drop them out of the game but you never said thanks. When so I'm going to make them play.
Mr. Rudolph Speed, I said to you last week, and I'm going to say it to you again. The last time that Mount Pleasant and Cavalier played, Richard King and Busy Active played the game, and it never changed the result. Mount Pleasant beat you. So don't go on like say, if them are going to play, or them don't play.
Everybody know what the beating was. 96 minutes, one corner.
And what? How much points you get? One, half a point?
Yeah, you're right. And that maybe is why you lead me by 3 points. If you just draw, you wouldn't be leading me.
Yeah.
Mr. Speid can't reason the sports like that, Mr. Speid.
After you spend $15 million in the transfer window and buy so much player, you by 3 points.
This Federal Speed was professed to be so logical and reason. All of a sudden, he's becoming so much if and buts and maybe. Mr. Speid, is that your style that now? Where you go?
I want to ask the panelists a question if possible.
Hold on a sec. We have a call online. Tell me if you're here. Go ahead.
Just caller.
We have a call online.
Man, hello?
Yeah,
I just have a question for the panelists. I like banter. It's nice, you know. But question, I just wondering out loud here. The accumulated coaching staff of Mount Pleasant, right? Plus the Mr. Christie is what's his title?
Sporting director. Him take a copy from me. Everything we did try copy.
Okay, I just want
Nobody never knew sporting director in Jamaica till him here said me as sporting director of Cavalier. Then he copied the tag.
Okay. Question. I just want to, if Mr. Christie can answer and Mr. Speid answer the following question. How many titles has the coaching staff accumulated? Everybody compared to the amount of titles that I think Mr. Speid at Cavalier has accumulated. I just want to know what's the figure. If Mr. Speid can remember his own and if Mr. Christie can say if the coaching staff Mount Pleasant,
people just a purpose of disclosure. Just a purpose of disclosure. The caller on the line has close affiliations.
With Cavalier.
I didn't call it in here.
No. But it's good because it's 2 against 1, so we get like a help now. We get like a help.
I just asking a question. I just want to know, that these are things I want to know when we are going to watch these matches.
All right, we're going to find out. But why is
I just asking the question.
Yeah,
I don't know if Mr. Speid
so you
let us know.
I don't want to know about it right now.
Hold on,
I just want to know the numbers.
I don't want to actual numbers right now, so I don't want to speak out that term.
All right. So Mr. Christie says because the JC coach has won many titles so far. I don't know.
Many?
Yeah,
Hold on there. Can I ask? Let's make a figure here. I'm going to give you a figure. Yeah. Has the coaching staff of Mount Pleasant accumulated more than, I'm going to put a figure out here, 12 titles amongst them?
Carla.
How many titles does he have?
Mr. Carla, who refused to disclose their name?
All right, Mr. Christie.
Mr. Carla, who refused to disclose their name?
Using a figure.
Mr. Carla.
What's that?
Mr. Christie.
No, I don't want to. I'm not interested.
Mr. Carla.
Asking a question. I just want to know. It matters not. I just ask a question.
Mr. Carla.
Leader, hold on. You're asking a question. The man is going to respond, and you're saying you don't want to know. Have a good day, sir. Have a good day.
Okay, no, I want to hear.
But I keep on telling the man to respond. You're telling me you don't want to know. You're not interested.
Go ahead. I didn't hear that. Let me hear. I was on to hear the answer, please.
And as I said before, Mr. Carla, who refused to disclose his name based on his close association with Mr. Rudolph Speid and the Cavalier SC family, I do not have the actual figure in front of me, and I will not be irresponsible by this just picking a number out of the year to give that. I can get the facts, and in subsequent show I can present the facts to you, sir.
So okay, so we'll hear. I'd love to know because I don't think between all of the staff they have accumulated as much as 10 titles over the period.
No, but that speculation. We don't speculate around here. This is like respond to the show.
Okay. Hold on.
That speculation.
I could actually go through, All right. I think Mr. Whitmore has. Let me just make sure. I'm almost sure. I think it's about 2 titles, if my memory serves me correctly. I think the physical trainer accumulated more titles than even the rest of the coaching staff, but I think he accumulated them at Cavalier, if my memory serves me right. But question though, so
all right, you might be wrong, but what's the rationale? What's the rationale? where we're going with this one.
What the experience is like pound for pound. We're looking at two prize fighters. I just want to get in perspective the experience of both of the prize fighters. That's what I want to know. I want to know who has the ring record out there. So I just want to just put it out there.
Listen to me, Mr. Carla, who refused to disclose. Mr. Carla, who refused to do Mr. Speed experience cannot help him. But that's what he's trying to do.
I say, Mr. Christie, and the Carla operate under the same name. That's how I say.
You know a problem here now. The problem we're having here. Mr. Christie is talking on behalf of the coach at Mount Pleasant, which I don't think him get the permission to do, you know. So I am not. So may I stop talk as the coach? I not talk as the sporting director, because me not want to be unfair.
All right, leader. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to say it.
No, not leader. Carla, who does not want respect.
Sorry, I mistake. I'm genuine mistake.
Anyway, I'll come off and wait for the answer, sir. Thank you.
Give the answer already. You need another answer?
Balakar, we need him a calling in a Balakar. I come on here from the calling. So Balakar, you need to. But what I say though, Mr. Speed, that at the end of the day, it's about this game, and every game is important. You don't want to lose 2 games in the regular season to Mount Pleasant, and Mount Pleasant would not want to do the same. You understand me?
So I could get serious now. No, I mean, people, everybody that know me.
But what I know, we have someone from Mr. Christie fan base on the line.
All right.
What going on?
Oh, sorry, can I say your name?
Oh, it's Danny Jet.
The last caller said we must say them name.
No, ball up. I want your money, man.
Balakar.
Cavaliers versus Mount Pleasant.
Balakar. Listen me now.
Mount
Before
Pleasant.
you use anything, just leave your number with the producer. Mount Pleasant have some tickets for you and your family to come to the game. Just by calling in the show.
Yeah, more big man. I don't want no ticket. Ticket not easy. I can't pay my money come in, big man. I want a jersey.
Oh, we have jersey for you as well, man.
You man not get jersey and ticket. You see, that's on a miss up on a thing in a Balakar.
Man, it's man. Yeah. You are going on?
Yeah.
I forward me that forward early and come back down because we have match this Sunday. Major League they start at 2. We have 3 teams to game.
No,
Sunday.
man. A Monday night match I play, brother.
Which party they play?
No,
no. So all you drive don't go start on.
You just come at Jacksal. You come at Jacksal, man, and you're good, man. Everything I leave from Jacksal.
Oh. Well, we can make that then, man.
Yeah, man. So how your prediction will go for the game?
You know, I go one tight, one Mount Pleasant, don't win 2-1, you know? 2 striker the most score by Grave and Stewart. And probably Colin Anderson to score 1. No, between him and Busy, you know?
Okay. But yes, a tight game, 2-1.
So,
yeah, Mr. Speed, like, you listen to me, man.
Wait what?
I was part Richard King play last game.
Yeah, you know, see a Balakar company. A Balakar company program, you know. And so when him come back, you know, you put him in a midfield for real, you know.
Yeah.
Mr. Speed.
Yeah.
You see this local Premier League. Me watch it from my youth and me can name out a lot of things we go on in the league. So once a player do get a red card or play a bad game and the next player come in, go rough the next player going back. The Ladia Richie they play back, they know from Mount Pleasant and the start and they no goal now concede. You go take him out and put him back up in now, you go have to look on the side. Till he get an next chance. The bridegroom score, you know, who will tell if he now or just stop scoring now. You see me? So
You know the ins and outs of the Jamaica Premier League, you know?
Yep.
But that's a good move, though. That's a good move to put King in midfield, and he looked good in there. I don't know what the plan is, but he really looked good in CDM, you know? Look like a position that he could grow into.
But you remember, so before the national team, remember then they talk about this, boy, if they can convert him, but then also they want to use him as a centre back same way. You see me?
Yeah.
And he can pass the ball him. So it's a better for him too.
It will be good to see him in midfield. Going up against like Alwyn Harvey and the Mario Phillips and stuff.
So Dre, asking if Busy and King have seen a match, if they are going to play them on Monday. So that's what Dre do anyway. So Dre, you're not ask Paul if he's going to play team 10. When I find national team.
Oh, Busy and King have seen a match. Ask Speed if he's going to play them Monday.
Ask Paul if he's going to play team 10.
Just Speed. We're not on the show here to make any excuse. You know. We're going to prepare the team the best way and live with the result, and the result should be good enough.
So Mr. Christie, a player injury make them attack like that.
But now the player, yes, we have a few nagging injuries, of course. Yes, we have players out for the rest of the season. We are aware of that. We have players that out that recovered as yet. But guess what? We're still not going to sit here on the show because whichever level go out there to represent is Mount Pleasant.
True, man.
No, national player can't make the team, you know. So I don't even know what you're talking about. Your national player can't make the team.
Mount Pleasant have a good, Mr. Brown, Mr. Christie, Mount Pleasant have a good bench. So whichever player play,
whichever, so we're not here to make any excuse.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we are just here to play football and live with the results.
The players them on the bench for Mount Pleasant can play can start in any Premier League team right now.
Not
probably
true.
People will probably use them.
Not
yeah.
true.
So,
not true. Not true.
The baller from your club, Mr. Speedway down there. I want to me, mean you.
Who that?
Nick Udy.
No, man. The next one, man, from Cavaliers, man, we did come down, man.
Oh, no, you must ask Paul.
Matthew Ellis.
Daxley talking about. Daxley
in a play, man.
Daxley played last week, and he's gone off on national duty now. So you won't be seeing him tomorrow.
So Mount Pleasant missing players, you know, but them not make no excuse like some team. Them just
we have players gone on national duty too.
Jamaica they play against
no player gone on national duty.
Yo,
one name where you play gone on national duty.
People, you see all of these people, you see these people who are against Cavalier on the show. I don't even know why I come on.
The
goalkeeper. 3 versus 1 now.
What's the name of the player? You stated the name of the
3 versus 1 now, you know. 3 versus 1.
Vino Barkley gone on
no,
national
it's
duty.
2 players gone on national duty. I'm making cadet making gone on national duties with Turk.
Who?
Yo.
Who?
Can never play show me one of the match cadet make to step on. Show me one of the
nobody a national player.
No, we're
not. He was ready to play now.
You can't show me one of the match card with this cadet messes plays.
He was ready to play now and him gone on national duty.
Mr. Speed, show me one match card that cadet Mason right upon. Just show me one of them. One.
You ask about a player in my squad. No, you ask me about a player in my squad, right?
No. Nobody never asked you about no cadet. Me say player, we players that we have active.
Then he's a player. He's a player
in your club.
Hold on. He is a player that is eligible to play now, and the Cavalier paying him. He was duly transferred properly. The Cavalier paying him. He is on our squad.
He ready
to play. Him gone for national duty.
So why you never ever put it by your match card yet, Mr. Speed?
That's none of your business. Me tell you who
match
card not present.
Not even good enough to put your match card. Another player talk about.
That's not your business.
Over 20
players want on my match card. But
over 20
you
players
man put a harder set me can't name one. I mean name 2.
All right, go ahead, no man, there is Vino Barkley, but that player, Mr. Speed have to convince me that player would have been in the squad for this game. Go ahead, Balakar.
Wait till he come back and then you'll be convinced.
But Mr. Speed, you would have said they lose one player, right? Yeah, they lose two players, right?
Two.
They say they lose the keeper. Yeah,
Which two players
They say they
lose? What the two player name when lose?
The keeper.
The two international players
keeper.
lose.
You don't lose no two international players. That means I've never been on any of your match card for this season and last season. Sir.
I mean,
Mr. Christie, let me just ask him the one question and then you can talk. So, Mr. Speed, the keeper where you sell leaving now we go for international.
He's gone already.
Better than JD White.
Yeah, but why me not come on a program and I come talk about who better, which player better?
I thought you want to ask a question.
Better than that. How will I try to mash up my team? I try to mash up my team.
All right.
You expect me to talk about who better on my team than who? We can talk about who better on my team than
You
more
can't
better.
have that
Who better on my team?
Hold on. Mr. Speed, my apology.
Thank you.
If you lose that keeper,
Why you tell the man to lose after the question?
if you lose, no, correct yourself because if you lose that keeper, it's 3 months and JD White up and running. It's like lose no keeper at all.
No, Balakar. We can't agree with that. We can't agree with that, Balakar.
Because
Man is man. That look at you making enough mistake in our Premier League.
Oh no,
No, not true.
Balakar.
Not true, Balakar. A very good goalkeeper, man.
Balakar. Right now, Mount Pleasant to the buy.
No, JD White.
I don't know about that.
That's your opinion, but
I don't know about that. But Mount Pleasant have a little 16-year-old. Remember, we have national under 17 and we have a little 16-year-old, but like, it just...
That's my opinion. Balakar, you're right on the one this thing. But the coach, coach can't say that though. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I said, I apologize to him.
No, man, we understand, man. Huh? So, Balakar, what you say? You want to go to the game? Balakar, you ever go to town? You ever go to town yet?
Yeah, man.
You what? How much time you go to town?
All the time. The bridge used to play Tivoli,
Never ask you your brethren. Oh, you go town all the time. Okay.
So me I tell us different thing.
No, man, no, man. So you ever watch much of Jungle yet?
Yeah, when Robbie and Lewis are play for Abbeville.
Okay. All right then.
But Jungle crowd rough though. Boy, them easy up there, man, is man.
That's how you're free.
But I'm on Pleasant crowd that come on the man is man.
No.
What are they got down play ball?
You know, every summer me there, as long as Mount Pleasant now play, me there Arnett Gardens, and me never ever experience what me hear about.
So man is man. And Paul Christie. So you see when I made you see when I made that comment about peaking at the right time and carrying the right pieces, you understand what me I talk about. So when you see Cadet next time, you go understand what me I talk about.
That's good. You can't sell me that. You think we are buying post in the back? We don't sell that. Don't tell me that.
But you never.
Hold on. You're saying that. He's not good enough to even up on one of your match card them now.
Paul, him never eligible to play. Why that you're deaf? You never hear that.
Yeah, I said Mr. Christian I hear him I say. They never hear
you're deaf or something.
Well, you mention him like you miss something.
And just to make sure, we put everything into perspective. I have never tried to come down to Mount Pleasant and buy one baller yet, just to put things in perspective. So any baller you see me carry, don't try this, none of them, because you know a top man and you want them. Answer.
We are just that to me.
You may tell that straight.
No. Me a baller.
A baller transfer market and everything there.
Then listen to the man apologize already, Mr. Speed.
Yeah, but you can't come talk about my baller no good. You tired.
The man apologize already, Mr. Speed.
No, you may talk.
I know me talk, my general.
You may talk, Paul. You can't say my baller no good. You never see my baller no good yet.
You talk about a player where you never ever play yet.
Christy, but you cannot say him no good.
No, I never said that.
Malakar, we'll give you a ticket for the game, so we'll make somebody shout in who want win ticket. You understand me?
So give me make me support ask me one question and me get it right.
Then Mr. Christina done say more get ticket already.
Oh,
Man, say
All
one
of
jersey.
them by turn up on the show, you know, fans and nothing at all. Man.
Jersey, man, say one.
Black fan.
Yeah,
Oh, but before you finish, Mannings, man.
No,
So
more
maybe
give
just
the
kinda-
ticket them.
No,
We'll ask
hold
him
on.
to ask
Me have to tell
question.
you
Why?
one. Mannings, man, me
Yeah.
have to tell you one. You see how Paul Christie come here and give a ticket?
Yeah.
A who's match? A who's
Eh?
match? Why am I give a ticket? A who's match?
We man,
Mount
man,
Pleasant match.
man, I
All
can buy
right.
two
So,
tickets
hold
and give
on,
one.
man. Let me make my point now, moderator. Him say a Mount Pleasant match. Where the first match a Cavalier play, Mount Pleasant play?
No, Mount Pleasant. Drop
Yeah,
off.
you see what him do? You see what him do? Him take the two match them.
Oh,
You
me tell
know
you too much.
where one team take two one game.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I
but
can't allow you to get away with that,
He man take it two home game, you know.
Mr.
He
Rudolph
man take
Speed.
it two home game, you know.
Mr. Rudolph Speed, I cannot allow you to get away with that, sir. You did not have a venue. You did not have a venue and asked Mount Pleasant to
Hold on.
Yeah.
You don't need to answer this. Somebody in the chat tell Paul Christie where Cavalier home venue there. Somebody need to tell him.
Did you
Where
ask?
Cavalier home
He
venue
said,
there.
did you
So why-
ask?
all right, you have a own venue. Why
Somebody
you
in the chat tell him where Cavalier home venue they will play for the last.
home fixture
Where Cavalier play for the last 35 years. Where Cavalier play for the last 35 years.
Mr. Speed,
Before you come
why
in off
you
the ball.
did not? Why you did not play?
After 35 years. Where Cavalier play from 1962. Where Cavalier play from 1962. No home venue there. Paul Christie answer that. Somebody
Why
answer.
you did not play home?
Hey, let me tell you people where happened.
Answer me this one question, Mr.
Let me
Speed.
tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. The people, let me tell you what happened in this league. You only get 3 points behind Mount Pleasant, you know. And
Mr.
one
Speed,
behind
no.
Arnett Gardens. Let me finish. Let me finish, people. People, let me finish. People, you know what is happening? Me had to play Arnett Gardens at their home twice in my fixtures. It's like telling Liverpool to play at Manchester United. The two match in the Premier League. And that is
Mr. Speed, it was the last season of that.
Hey, people.
You know, 2 seasons ago, you play Arnett Gardens 3 times and you beat them up every time you play them.
You now get the point. Because you now get the point.
So
You
only
now get
benefit
the
from
point.
an issue now.
Me don't know how you pull that off, you know, what your name again? What you say title again? Where you pull that off, what you title name again? Sporting director. Me don't know how you get 2 home games against Cavalier. You're good.
Mr. Speed, why did your home game not play at Cavalier? That's the question I'm asking.
You are asking me where Cavalier home field and everybody know except you.
No, I'm asking you again, Mr. Speed. Why did Cavalier last home game did not play at Cavalier?
Paul, because you, sporting director, get the match to come down there. Cavalier thought there would be a return fixture, so we'd get our home game when you come to Kingston. But you take a home game too.
No.
Hold on.
Hold on, Mr. Christie. May I try to understand this? So when the first game should have been at Cavalier's home venue.
Yes.
You were not ready, so you gave it up to Mount Pleasant.
No, I didn't know such thing. Stadium is
So
always ready.
all right. Why you did not play the game? Your home. Why did your home game play at not a venue of your choice, Mr. Speed?
Oh, my home game we play at. Hold on. Is me crazy, Paul? Or can Cavalier home game play somewhere when we travel over a mountain, pay a toll, and go in a year with game and
so what does Mount Pleasant have to do with that?
I don't know how you get it done. You're a genius.
Mr. Speed.
He's a genius. I don't know how to get these things done. To be honest, I don't know how to get these things done. You're a genius.
How the game
end up? The playoff, that's what I keep on telling you. You see the playoff, it up a neutral game. Watch me.
So, Mr. Speed, how the game end up at Mount Pleasant?
That's the question I want you to answer me.
I don't know. Oh,
so you have a home game and you play at Mount Pleasant and you have no idea how it's
I don't know. I have no idea. I get a fixtures to go Mount Pleasant. Hold on, Christy. I get a fixtures to go to Mount Pleasant for the first game. and the fixtures say me I play a Stadium is the second game. Then all of a sudden, me say, no, my game, the second game, I'm on present game.
No,
So
the first game. The first
The
game
first game was Cavalier game. So you mean get a picture? Those details don't ever slide past
the fixture that I get
is
the fixture that I get, Christy, go back and look at it. It says I'm playing at Mount
Who was the
Draxal.
home game?
It said me I play at Draxal.
Who was the home team? And that's the question I'm asking.
You see what me I tell you about certain things where certain people able to do when me not even pay attention to. So the second game was supposed to play at Stadium.
Because
Who
was the home team?
It don't matter if me play it don't matter if me play your venue. If me play your venue first, when the fixtures change, me expect it to reverse to my venue. It's a simple thing, Paul Christie, when me don't know anybody ask about.
No, Mr. Speed, because if you give up your right because your venue not ready.
I did not give up any right.
So
why did your game play?
I am telling you that the second game was fixtured to play at Stadium East. So I don't give up any right.
But guess what?
At Arnett Gardens.
Then Paul Christie step in and Paul Christie step in and say a theme game. Paul Christie step in and say a theme game. But you know why it not?
So when don't play it at Mount Pleasant to a theme game?
And that me didn't want him say it all play this so make me deal with him, but he not go so far. He just go by a friend over Arnett Garden and take the game there. So. But he don't stop this alone. He don't stop this alone. Cavalier play Arnett Garden wear twice over Arnett Garden. So my
Ansin can answer that because Ansin
so what the point you making, Mr. Speed? You choose to play your home. You can't tell me what to play my home game.
Me, Paul.
You choose to play your home game.
Football not fair play anymore. So you're saying football not fair play anymore. Football not fair play. So if you play your venue, you know, expect to play my venue next match.
Mr. Speed. I am Mr. Christie.
You want to play your home game.
If I were you, I'd hire Mr. Christie.
I can only speak on behalf of Mount Pleasant Football Academy, not Cavalier.
All right. You say next year, I'm going to be watching. I bet you never do what you do this year.
What I do
this year?
What I do this year? What I do this year?
You do home game.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
2 games for your home game.
You choose to play where you want Cavalier to play.
Matter of fact, I'm here bucking in a Links Cup to a neutral venue. What you got?
Nobody don't get so afraid of you. Nobody don't get so afraid of you.
Want to take the 2 home game, you know? You only lead by 3 points. Want to take the 2 home game? Me watching you. I take the 2 home game, them, you know. You only lead by 3 and 1 point.
Yeah, I'm referee.
Hold on. Mr. Speed, somebody's asking who is, because they must say maybe I need to give Mr. Christie the job. If you know how to get.
No, I don't want to talk about it. No way.
I don't want to cover this.
No.
Who's the manager?
Everybody knows I'm the only female manager in Ireland.
Oh. Unseen, how Cavaliers end up play 2 games against Arnett at Arnett?
You asked him that too.
Wrong person to ask, you know.
Auntie must answer that question.
Arnett got him support.
But you have to understand. You have to understand, Sam. Arnett and Cavaliers are the team, you know. So, them share.
Whoa. What do you mean that Arnett and Cavaliers are which team?
Them share a relationship there.
So you're saying they're friends and them organize them thing.
Well, JPL kind of them thing too, you know. JPL
no. Cavalier don't agree to that, none at all. That's not true. Cavalier never agree to it. I don't have a clue how you and Arnett achieve that. More present than Arnett achieve that. I know me shock how you achieve that. No, but you know why? You know why? You say if you did carry the game going more present, I still come down to come play. I'm not afraid.
You said
no, man.
I would come back and more present come play. As a matter of fact, if you can't go up at the academy, me play the same way. You want to come up at the academy, me go up there and play on. You know that.
Listen, Mr. Speed said, anyhow, the game. The return leg was scheduled for Draxal. Him not going to play it.
Oh, Mr. Miller go play.
No, man, me talk a couple of weeks and me say you want to see where the game is going to be played. because you want to see if 2 games you're going to play at. So the game move. I didn't know that the first game was actually your game and it was given up.
Mannings, man. I don't give up no game. May have my venue near Stadium East. Mannings, man. The
But
second game.
one game you play at Stadium East for all season.
Yeah, Mannings, man. The game, just listen to me, I tell you. The game was supposed to, the return game was supposed to play at Stadium East. Forget who named first or second, it never matter. The return game was supposed to play at Stadium East. And then all of a sudden, Paul walls in and say a field game, because my name did on the fixtures first. So, you see, because it was supposed to be at Stadium East, I never say anything. You know, when me know say much I play at Arnett Gardens, like Wednesday.
Yeah, because on the fixture it says Stadium East or Jamaica College.
Exactly.
That's what was on the original fixtures.
Exactly. And it's that time me know say the match. So me never worried about even if Paul say a field game with a Stadium East or Ufa game. I just say once a Stadium East, I'm good.
But one thing I don't want to know, I don't want when time the game done all Tuesday and me call you say, well, see, them play the game, 2 games.
Man,
we don't want no excuse.
You can't be Cavaliers now.
Man, me no care what the game is.
You can't be Cavaliers. So Cavaliers playing. You can't be Cavaliers. Stop it here, man.
Unseen, when last I go score for Mount Pleasant?
Don't matter when last I go score.
Ask you a question.
Colin and this now kill you.
Remember before Arnett beat you know, you'd ask the same question.
Yes, remember. And they must say all the stats is in Mount Pleasant favor. She pass him. Christina the stands out. See me?
Oh, Mr. Speed, the man they must say, but because Sans keep, them say like the return game they play, but Sans keep, so you couldn't use your venue.
Oh, but I can find venue. No,
man, Mr. Speed.
No. Hold on. You don't want to give me no. Hold on. Me don't want to give me no excuse me. No, me have my whole heap of friends and me can find venue and go play if Stadium is not available. You know nobody try to make an excuse me. Me can carry down a West Pole Park. Pole not tell me no. Me can tell you how far me can carry, but on my venue. Me can carry, me not have everybody repeat. Me can carry a Waterhouse, then not tell me. Me can carry a Tivoli, then not tell me no. Me can carry a whole place and not tell me no.
Gentlemen. Are we aware that Mr. Speed has spoke? We have been on this topic for almost an hour now, and Mr. Speed has spoken about absolutely everything except the actual game.
Hey. And there's a next point, track and field too. Mr. Speed, them thing they have it all.
So Carl Brown, me don't know what I'm talking about. Every year when I use Stadium is track and field and run. Come on, stop on the foolishness. All the rest of the years when I use it, track and field and run. Stop on the foolishness. And this is a Monday night fixture. Hold on. Let me deal with Carl Brown. This is a Monday night fixture.
You're going with this one, sir. You're basically saying that when you go down by Arnett, you're not going to win.
Oh.
So why you complaining?
If you did carry the game going on telephone booth, me now back and you know to.
No. All right. So I think we have come. So Cavaliers is going to win the game, Mr. Speed.
What? So what else you think of that?
No. Me not ask what me think.
I understand you. What else you think of that?
No. No. Me give my prediction.
Every program me come on and you ask me who the Cavalier play a match, who are going to win. Let me tell you.
You know, give somebody tell me.
This is the 16th match. This is the 17th match I come up. Are you still asking that?
Sometimes you give no score line. So me ask you.
What is your score?
No.
But at the 17th match and 16th time already, me tell you who are going to win.
Yeah, how we do the show? How we do the show is that we ask when we discuss the game, what is your score prediction? Unseen and Balakar give a prediction, I give a prediction. Mr. Christie, what is your prediction? Balakar said 2-1.
It's 5-2
in favor
of Mount Pleasant.
5-2 in favor of Mount Pleasant. What is the man prediction? Mr. Speed, what is your prediction?
They can't score 5 goals.
Man, that's a man prediction. You give your Unseen. What is your prediction?
I 3-1 I get it.
Then your prediction and you title to your prediction.
I mean, me not think say Cavaliers can score 3 for Mount Pleasant.
I mean, if I score 3 pounds.
So your prediction. Why your prediction on Mr. Speed?
all me know, Cavalier will win. But me never know, so me dep on the program with a madman named Paul Christie. So, I mean, right now, me have to come off because...
What kind of man? A good thing said that, friend.
No team in the Premier League. No team in the Premier League has ever scored 5 goals on Cavalier when me approach. No team.
My manager team has scored 4 per year though now.
Know about that. Who scored 4 per me? Don Bowling score 4 against Cavalier. You scored 3. You will score 4 over 2 games.
Waterhouse scored 4. Young Waterhouse in a 4-2 game when I time. I never Mr. Chrissy did it.
Me said, but I said 5, you know. No team ever scored 5.
We ain't gonna 4 now.
Yeah, where I'm gonna?
Yeah, never hear that.
It's smart. They can shift the goalpost.
You don't have no team, you know. Because Arnett Cavaliers are
All
playing.
right, guess what now? It's new dynamics. It's a new dynamics. It's a new day.
So Mr. Speid not giving a score line. He said that Cavaliers will win. Mr. Chris is a 5-2 in favor of Mount Pleasant. Unseen. Listen, I've never done any score prediction yet. Unseen predict that Mount Pleasant going to win or draw a game. Every prediction.
When you play Mobile United,
we never yet hear Unseen say Mount Pleasant to win a game.
When
never.
you play Mobile, Mr. We're going to beat Ducky.
No, because he don't like Ducky.
No, they can't say that.
Because no matter who Ducky ever play,
football.
The only time Mount Pleasant can win, I went time he play against a Ducky team.
Man, you're asleep now, man. You're asleep now, man. You see the biasness between Mount Pleasant, you're asleep now. Yeah, man, you're asleep.
All right. Duckland, who's a Dunby Wallen fan, say a 2-2 score line. And him support Dunby Wallen. Dre Anyweather, who's a Harborview fan, I think he wants a draw because Dre only predicts score that benefits Harborview. They predict 1-1. He only predicts score. Fresh God says 1-0 Cavaliers because Fresh God support Humble Lion and he think that if Cavaliers win and Humble Lion win, you understand me, closer to the team. Devon Porter, who is a Cavalier supporter.
What do you mean, Devon?
All right. Yeah. Brook now go predict not because Brook support Tivoli Gardens. You understand me? Them not going to. And Shortman Edward says Cavaliers winning the game.
Cavaliers now lose 2 times to Mount Pleasant. Impossible.
Actually, you know, Mr. Speid though, but you know what, this time of the year though, the stadium is because of all the training and stuff. They normally don't play no game during the track season, you know, like this time, you know.
I'm going to keep on saying something you don't know. Every single year, we play a stadium is all our home game, them, except one weekend, we didn't tell you before, which is when them have champs. No, every other weekend we play.
Even when them have the big old carnival thing, a mass camp, when we play a game?
Brother,
of course.
Mass camp, keep a stadium is, mass camp and stadium is at 2 different places, you know.
One is going to go party, you know, so you have to talk.
Sometime after we finish play ball at stadium is, the boy then go over mass camp. Yeah, that's true.
Mr. Speid, man, don't go to party, you have to ask Unseen them thing there.
Yeah.
When last you play a home game at stadium is, Mr. Speid?
If what?
When last you played that home game at stadium is?
But they only played one game at stadium is
Portmore United.
When last you played that home game at stadium is, sir?
We don't play any home game, if that's what you're asking. But what we do, we play at neutral venues. We play 1 game at Stadium East this year so far. Last year, we play about 3 games over there.
So what the point you're making? You choose to make your home game play in center, and maybe you want to bring your talent all over the country. I don't know what you're
Paul, we go back over that. We go back over that already.
Please allow me to finish, sir.
Yeah.
I am choosing
why are you lying, though?
Hold on. I am choosing to return the favor and bring my home game back to the people of Kingston, that the people of Kingston can see Mount Pleasant in Kingston, because you have chosen to play your home game in the Garden Parish of St. Anne. Now I am returning the favor. I know you are having a problem. I can't understand that, sir.
Anyway, people, that's not true. I never choose to play my home game. And the fixtures, the return game was...
play your home game at St. Anne, sir.
When you finish out, me just I'll name one fact. The fixtures that I got was one match. The first match was in the first round was supposed to play at Vauxhall, and the second match in the second round was supposed to play at Stadium Mix. I didn't have a problem with that, people. I'm a reasonable person. I never have a problem with that. You can say anything you want to say, Paul. Then all of a sudden this week, me hear the match change from Stadium East. I go to Arnett Gardens because Paul Christie decides to have theme game and go claim the game. That's what happened. Come on, nothing else now.
Nobody at Cavalier can decide where Mount Pleasant play. Full stop.
I don't think the second match was your game, but go on for now because you know why I like this.
Come on. You don't fly over your
like this league. You know why I like this league. You know why I like this league? Because you know nothing till they reach playoffs. And you know
but Mount Pleasant going to be in the semi-finals, you know. So we're not going to be in no playoffs.
We shall see. Let me see. I want 3 point lead. I want 2 point lead. I want 3 point.
Mount Pleasant going to finish the competition at the top of the league.
Man, so they're going to
be in the semi-finals.
Man, this time of the year, this is where Mount Pleasant crumbles.
Crumble?
No, you had said that about January as well. Hold on, you had said that about January as well, you know, unseen.
And the other problem is
unseen.
The other problem is how much games you win. Out of the 10 games, how much you win at Jackson?
So the striker the punch out now.
How much out of the 10 games you win, how much of them they are Jackson?
Yes.
What? How much of them they are Jackson?
Yes.
One
has stammer for answer.
What can I stammer?
What difference that make?
Same amount either way.
Answer.
Same amount either way. The numbers are far apart. Same amount you win away. Same amount.
How much Cavalier win on their home ground?
Cavalier not no home ground, Papi. Now that we just talk about.
Cavalier not no home ground.
Where you want Mount Pleasant to fix Cavalier problem? I can't
one game. That me saying, me can't understand. No one game.
So we win 10. So we win 9 match away from home. While how much you win away from home?
We only lose 1 game away from home. 1.
Me ask you how much you win away from home.
Me only lose. How much you lose away from home?
Me win 9 match away from home. How much you win? That's my first question.
How much
you win away from home? Me win 9. How much you win?
Me not lose. 1 game I lose away from home.
So you not me not ask about lose. Me ask about win.
How much you lose at your home?
No man, answer me first. How much you win away from home?
How much me I tell you, me win the same amount away as me win at home.
Use numbers. Use numbers.
All right, let me give you. Oh, you want the exact number? Then I see amount. No, me can't give you that. Me can't give you that. So the team have 10 wins. 5 away, 5 at home. 10 wins. 5 away, 5 at home. 5 draws. And them have 1 loss away from home. Me not understand. So what the point? What the point, Unseen? What the point?
I said Cavalier win 9 away from home. That's all. And you win 5. That's all we're asking. How much? That's all we're asking.
Cavaliers play more away game than you.
That's all the point we're trying to make.
But what me I say now is that my away record is very good. Because we only lose 1 game away from home.
Right.
Hey, so, people are watching the face still. Mr. Christie Mr. Speid are bridging here.
So right. Man is man. So when you play the good teams away from home, when you're born to lose.
I've seen how many born to lose, and I play all of the team them away. 1 game I lose.
I was listening. You see, when I problem unseen, I was listening to a technical staff member from the Mount Pleasant team saying they have to learn to win away. You remember that interview? Okay. I don't know if unseen it. I mean, management are probably to watch it.
Management won't remember.
You remember that one?
All right. So look at this. Look at the points accumulated away from home. See it here. You see in the fixtures?
No.
Home. So look, 9. Look at the points different. You seeing it?
No, you're gonna see it.
Hold on there. Let me add this to the screen. Look, see it on the screen there now. Let me show the people. So let me make it bigger so we can see what I go on. See there? See, it show you accumulated points away now.
Is how much?
Out of 8, Mount Pleasant 7 away games and 14 points. So when we get to 8, we have 17. So it's a 2 points difference, you know. We and Cavaliers have a plus 10 away from home, you know.
Win a 7 away game.
Man, it's not about it. I talk about the points differential. What?
But win a 7 away game. That's not true.
No, man, it's not saying you win it. Look, so all right, look. Away is no man, it's not saying you say you play 7 away and get 14 points. You play.
Oh.
Cavaliers play 8 and have 19.
Well, we actually play 9 away.
Oh,
sorry. No. We play 15 away. This is not right. They might go by all the fixture setup. We play 15 away. That is why I tell us that Paul take all my game. We play 15 games away, not 8. One game we play our home venue. One.
No, Mr. Speed, me and you can't go agree.
Reality.
No, when I said, Mr. Speed is that.
Hold on a minute, gentlemen.
Mr. Speed, you're not being genuine. Let me tell you why you're not being genuine.
But
not playing. No, Mr. Speed. Not playing.
If me play on a Jacksal, you call it a home game?
No. Me not use Jacksal though. When you play,
when you go back over Arnett Gardens, you call it a home game.
Last game you played at JC, you were the home team.
Mr. Speid.
Mr. Speid. Man, you said this home team fixtures where you're looking.
Yeah.
It's not a genuine home and away table. Because Cavalier didn't only play one game at our home venue. So you couldn't go say. So when me play a Jacksal, the match on a Jacksal, you're saying it's my home game?
No.
And when we play over Arnett Gardens, the second game, you're saying it's my home game? I'm saying this don't mean anything.
People, so my home venue, Mobile United home venue is Westport Park. Them choose to go play the game at Cornwall College. As an example, a still their game.
All right.
So it is counted as a home game.
So you think if a good football person was analyzing, good football person was analyzing performance at home or away,
just let me make this one final, please, Mr. Speid.
Man will finish now. You think they would put up this sheet here, man?
You man call me a bad football person. These
are YouTube analysts, so it's fine. Now just YouTube they get this off and post it up. But this is not reality.
No, you mean it's not reality. No, Mr. Speid.
Yeah.
What you man take for the big old AI score?
This is not reality.
Oh, you mean it's not reality, Mr. Speid?
It's not reality. We play one game hour.
Sofa score our international scouts and people use Mr. Speid. Sofa score a big thing. And I know YouTube. YouTube. All people don't tell a man say sofa score. Jason Gona. Oh no, Trash God, tell Mr. Speid say sofa score. Credible thing, man.
Make Paul talk. Yeah, we have to go though.
Anyway,
Mount Pleasant would have lost at only one venue this season. And it's against that background we decide that we are going back to that venue to right that wrong.
Well, even a gym line, you know.
We choose to take our home game to that venue in Kingston to right that wrong, sir.
All right, boss. Anyway, people, we have some tickets to give away, you know.
Yo, Paul, don't to management who support your laugh for you a little while. Don't to him where that ridiculous man laugh for you. You wanna support a laugh for you, you know. He not say true, you know. You wanna support a laugh for you, right? You know what management? I know me I'll give you the Cavalier shirt. I was just here again. Me have it for you Monday night, here. Yeah? I know you want to switch jersey Monday night, you know. So me have a Cavalier shirt.
Yo, man.
Listen, him run from don't become a Mount Pleasant and run come a Cavaliers.
Yeah, me I'll give my shirt, man. Yeah, him want to switch shirt.
Jason, here's what Mr. Speid is saying. What Mr. Speid is trying to convince me that if he chooses to play the game inside the National Stadium, it is not his home venue because his home venue is Stadium East. So if he doesn't play at Stadium East, he doesn't count it as a home game.
Because management, I did not choose the management. You're correct. If I chose a venue it would be my home game, but I did not.
So who chose the venue?
Man is man. From Mr. Speid has been on the show. You ever hear him come with so much excuse at any one game?
Who have any excuse? I'm just pointing out some things that is happening that is strange.
No, but you're not pointing out the fact. The fact is you choose to allow your home game to be played in St. Anne.
Why
and
you
I will turn it back to you.
Paul,
I bring back my home game in Kingston.
Paul, not even a stupid person you couldn't tell that say me choose to play a St. Anne as my home game. Not even
so why how it play a St. Anne? How it play a St. Anne?
Because on the fixtures, let me repeat it for the last time, it says I would play Mount Pleasant at Draxall and the return leg would play at Stadium East. How much time if it tell you that, Paul? You know, say me stop talk to you because you know me have to tell you the same thing too much time.
But you can't choose where Mount Pleasant home game play, Mr. Speid.
Anyway. So you see the generalship will happen. After me play the first game, then come and say I take you for them game, the second game. You see the generalship will happen. You see generalship.
Anyway, who was the home team in the first game, Mr. Speid?
Hey, if you give me a ticket, them, listen, people, if anybody want a ticket, we have tickets to give away. Call in right now.
Give a ticket.
Yeah, who's calling in? Call in right now if you want to go to Monday night fixtures. Doubleheader, Arnett Gardens, Mount Pleasant versus Bapsido Cavaliers. First game will be it's Tappa Maroons. I believe. Let me make sure we get back the fixtures. I want to give it right, you know. Mount Pleasant versus Cavaliers. Oh, geez, I'm bringing up the fixtures.
Tappa Maroon and Portmore.
Tappa Maroons and Portmore. Alex Marshall, Lamar Walker, Trevante Stewart. Call in right now. Easy question. We want to know how many times Coach Theodore Tappa Whitmore and Coach Rudolph Speid have met. Right? And what were the results of those games?
Is it me tell you unseen? The panel stuck against me, you know. Stuck.
No.
3 versus 1.
Hold on. The man asked a question and it's stuck.
Second question is, you understand me? How many titles altogether the Mount Pleasant coaching staff have in comparison to the one man at Cavaliers, Mr. Rudolph Speid? Those are the two questions.
How much title me win?
Where's the trade anyway now? Tappa.
How many what?
No, Leader was asking that the title count between Mount Pleasant coaching staff, the entire coaching staff, and Rudolph Speid.
Nobody can get that one.
High school.
Nobody.
High school.
Title.
High school title.
Yeah, man. So if you want the tickets, just call in, man. Yeah, man, because we want to support the league. But this is a very good show, and people, nobody feel like by the time we come up with this, Speid and Christine for the long conversation. You understand me? I plan them a brethren. You understand me? But I just the bantering thing going. You know?
Wartime now, man.
Yeah, wartime now. So don't miss the jungle. You thought Waterhouse, Arnett Gardens was big. You need to check out this one. St. Anne empty. You can
Let me say to the people of Jamaica.
You can come down Korea and stay at the hotel because nobody will be over there. Everybody the Arnett Garden come Sunday. All tourists will leave us.
Why, sir, Speid, I want to...
The only time I miss a Speid that spent the only when we Mount Pleasant playing Cavalier. I might see playing Cavalier.
Yeah.
One thing we can tell you, sir. Sir Speid. You see, anyway, make Tappa beat you. I tell you.
You're probably going to see a whole lot of Carreras box thrown around on the ground, depending on what the score line is. Lots of puffing and puffing will be going on.
better make sure you win.
Yeah, man. So anybody want the tickets, they can call in and we'll run the ticket. I know our guests have to leave, but it has been a very, 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 very good show.
And let me say this to the people of Jamaica. Mr. Whitmore already, and he's seeking to do the double. Coach Whitmore has done it over Mr. Speid already, and he's seeking to do the double over him this time around. And this is why Mr. Speid is so intimidated.
I just think that you're scared. For you to come out and say that, me can't say you're scared, but because me don't know which coach would have ever thought of that. I've never heard any coach speak like that. So you make sure say
Hey,
you
Mr.
carry the
Chris, you
message
can't
out.
make
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't take that to that a teaspoon of salt because I've never heard any coach come out and speak like that before.
Hey, Mr. Christie, one thing do you know? You can't make Cavaliers give me shirt before Mount Pleasant, you know.
And then the other thing too is him gone again. The other thing too is I hear the coach talk about Cavalier United. I don't know which team that him going to play. Because there's no such team named Cavalier United.
No, you know the man, you know the man mean. Yeah, they're going like you and girl on the coach, you know. Yeah, they're going like you and
Cavalier
girl.
United, where's that team come from? If
Yeah,
you
the
think
man
of
is
Cavalier United, they might play what you
the man is a psychology, man. At the art of war. Psychology, the man use. Art of war. Psychology. Mr. Christie, you can't afford to make Cavaliers give me Cavaliers jersey before Mount Pleasant.
Man, stop it nice, no man, because you need the Cavalier jersey Monday, you know.
People in Jamaica, guess what is happening? Coach Whitmore is ahead in the head-to-head clash and will be extending it, and that is why Mr. Speid is intimidated.
I am intimidated.
Yeah, man. But
you sure I like words I use?
Yeah, so Mr. Christie, thanks for coming on, man. I always appreciate you coming on. You understand me? And yeah, let me say, don't make me get the Cavaliers jersey before the Mount Pleasant jersey because more with the ship land, the ship are dock yet.
What do you mean? If I get a jersey before Mount Pleasant, yeah, where the Cavalier jersey come a match?
Eh? Then what me I gonna do? What make me understand me? First come, first serving.
Mr. Christie supposed to come over here this evening because him live at St. Anthony, you know.
No man. You know, say him have a look one of them when they editor things there, you know, when time like on Friday. If payroll can't afford to get lost again, you know, helicopter moving, you know.
Yeah, I have a feeling so that's why I'm up at Mount Pleasant, you know. Because payroll last one time from him.
So yeah, man. But big up Fresh Guy, big up all of Arsenal tomorrow. Arsenal. It's just good, you know, we think they're Arsenal, man. But big up Unseen. Leeds versus Chelsea tomorrow.
Yeah, what me want from you, man.
Yeah.
You see, after we win the game Monday, your thing, me I'll give you a Cavalier shirt, but your thing is to send me an Arsenal, the latest Arsenal shirt, all right? That's your thing after you lose Monday, all right?
After me lose?
Yeah.
All right.
Just send me an Arsenal shirt.
All right. Yeah, you hear that, people? Man, I call me Judas because of the jersey, sir. When they say me a Judas, we switch already.
So Devon Porter say I send me the formula for victory, yeah? So I wait for it.
Mr. Porter, people stop use formula in football. I be able to drink formula, Mr. Porter. So you're the behind time. You have come in the formula stop use, man. Formula run channel and no one used to make tea for baby and now it turn channel. I want to tell Mr. Porter, man. Before you say strategy about formula. Mr. Christie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so Mr. Speid, say more give me Cavaliers jersey, you know. What must I do?
I mean, enough to wear the jersey.
Yeah,
If you know wear it,
I guarantee you, the next time the show you'll be having a Mount Pleasant.
Eh?
The next time you're on the show, you'll be having a Mount Pleasant jersey.
Man, I talk about match Monday. When me turn up a match on Monday.
You see, you're afraid now.
Anyway, Unseen. Big up yourself. Seriously, we don't have to leave it up. So big up yourself. People, very good show. You understand me again. Condolences to. And I was happy to see the players wearing black on their armbands. I think the news of Frank Brown spread and so on Monday. So I hope it continues this week as we remember the life and legacy of Frank Brown. former national player and coach a lot of schoolboys. He won at, I think, at Dintil and won at Excelsior in schoolboy football, which would mean that he won the Da Costa Cup and he also won the Manning Cup.
And he was also in coach Premier League too.
Yeah? Black Lions?
I don't remember, but I know him coach Premier League.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. So, you know, yeah. Here's a Tappa can, once a Tappa can be figured out. There's no formula. Yeah, man. All right, so people, listen, you know how it is. It has been the JPL show. Big up to Unseen, Mr. Speed, Mr. Christie, you know, all the persons in the comment section. Thank you again for tuning in. As usual, remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and to share to I Am Sure Sports. All right, we're supposed to have a 30-minute EPL show later, so we're going to work on that for you to discuss the games coming up in the EPL. I am Manning's Man. This has been I Am Sure Sports. As usual, hit the like button, subscribe, and share before you go. As you know, when it gets to this point of the show. Unseen, you don't know. Bless up, my friend.
Bless up.
We are over, people, and we are OUT. Bam, out of here.